get it.
No.
Smash
I
it.
can't wait for those 2 subscribers.
Low blow.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
I thought I was subscribed. Let me see if I'm.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still. How dare
This
you
is
point
how
out the
Emerald
truth like
will
that.
lost her position in this game.
Hey, everybody, this is Grimcad, and we are back with some Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 on a Thursday. We are playing the homebrew setting that I like to call Toria, because that's what I calls the planet. And we have a new player. I see a couple of you guys aren't even on Roll20 yet. What
I'm
are
on
you
Roll20.
scrubs doing?
I'm on
I am.
Roll20.
Look at me. I am totally. Come on. Come
Dude,
on.
you don't even need Roll20 to play D&D. You can just, like, envision it
Yes.
all in your head.
Oh, you
See, I was
don't.
here all along, and now I have a new profile picture.
It's so much
I-
more convenient.
Nana,
Alright.
give me the cards.
So before we go ahead and do a proper recap of what happened a couple of weeks ago, I'd like to go through again and just briefly reintroduce ourselves to anyone who may be watching, or to ourselves who may be watching several years down the line as we, slip slowly into dementia.
Okay. That's
20 years when you're, like, world famous.
comforting.
Exactly. I'm Grimcat. I go by Grim. I'm the DM. I'm 37 years old. I've been playing D&D for a long time. My first experience with Dungeons & Dragons was 2nd edition, where I begged my older cousin to let me play. And so we probably spent an hour writing up a character, and then the very first thing he did was send like 3 trolls after me, which obviously ate me. So it was kind of a big FU, but I really enjoyed it. And so I've been playing off and on ever since. Does anybody else wish to go, or shall I pick somebody going on down the line? And when you're saying who you are, you should also say whom you are playing. If
Please
we've been
raise your
introduced to
hand
you.
and say one thing about you as we go around the class.
Alright, well, let's start with Lordington, because he's next in line.
Okay, hello. I am Sir Lordington. I am 22, I think. Yes, that sounds about right. My first experience was this 3.5, where I convinced all of my cousins that we should play together, and that actually went pretty well because my oldest cousin was an experienced DM by then. I played Trion Bianco, who's the confidence rogue in the party. And let's see how it goes. Hopefully we can kill some more black bears and haul their corpses back for money.
Right, Nanu.
My name is Nana. I play Nitron, the cleric in the game, worshipping the one true god, of course. And 20 years old.
Nikki or Emerald?
I didn't have anything rehearsed. I was too busy looking at my cards. Hello, I am obviously Emerald or Nikki, whatever. I play as Heliconia, and I am a sorcerer, and I cast 2 damage magic missiles all the time whenever they're needed.
God
For
bless.
D&D, let's see here. I don't have much experience, but I played some a little bit a while back, and then I never played it again. And then now I'm playing this, and now I'm an expert. So that's all you need to know.
Alright, you're about to say about your D&D experience.
I know. I wrote the book. I don't know if you realized I actually wrote the 5th edition.
Do you want to share your D&D experience, Nanu?
The god of all gods, of course. What else is there to say? I played it for a few years, but it's been a while since, so it's good to be back in it.
Okay. Oaken.
Hello there, I'm Okan. I've been playing D&D for a long time. I started with playing in AD&D, and basically my older cousins got me into it. But unlike Grimcast, which was a very wholesome story, mine was more like they needed the meat shield for the encounter that they were going to win. So they thought like making a 10-year-old gullible guy playing the like brute barbarian who's never going to ask for magic items was a good idea. So yeah, that's how I started playing D&D, and I play for the foreseeable future Adiel, the Scion.
But did you actually ask for all the magical items?
I was 10 years old. I didn't even know there was magic items. I was just there. I was just like speaking with people and rolling dice.
All
They
right.
were all dead by here.
And last but certainly not least, we have Payton.
Oh, I'm absolutely the least. Hello, everyone. I'm the red shirt. I will be playing the red shirt. That will have red shirt experience and hopefully not get one shot. Probably, most likely, yes. I'm excited for that. Yes, my name's Payton. I have like 14 years of just role playing experience with D&D, like A&D through 5th. But what's that nonsense? Fucking. We're in the real deep now. We're in the rice fields. 3.5. Yeah. Woo!
It's come up before, and I appreciate 5e for what it is. You know, it's a very nice introductory to Dungeons and Dragons, but I still prefer the complexity of 3.5.
4th edition was the best.
Look, I liked 4th edition. I think it would have done well if it was called
had
anything
no
else other
flaws.
than Dungeons and Dragons.
No, it had no flaws. It was the best Dungeons and Dragons experience one could ever feel.
Oh yeah,
Sky's the
love
limit
that
on-
one.
Sky's the limit on whatever snowflake I can make for 3.5. It's just the limit.
Exactly.
The skybox. Till it gets smacked down by God himself.
All right. So last time, which was about 3 weeks ago, we were sent by Geofria, who happens to be the sort of lord or slash lady of the town Holen that we were staying in. We were sent to go to the town to the south of us, which I actually have to check the name, Warson, to retrieve an individual named Alistair, who was in some way sort of known to her. I don't want to say intimate, because that, you know, there's some implications there, but that's just don't exist. But in some way known to her, who is an apothecary of some sorts. Now, we don't know too much about what apothecary means in this world. Again, magic is typically very rare. It does exist, but, you know, when people see magic, they think, oh my god, what the heck is that? It's not a common day occurrence. So we don't know if he's dabbling in the arcane, creating potions and whatnot, or whether he's just making potions and medicines by more mundane means. Well, we went to Warson, and some shenanigans sort of ensued.
No shenanigans happened. It was all quite serious.
I think there's so many memorable things that happened. Between Nithrin sort of attempting to strong arm his way into a city that was under lockdown due to plague for reasons, and sort of getting in the wrong way with the captain of the guard, or the person we later found out is the captain of the guard. In between threatening a relatively small child.
We would never do such a thing. They don't know what we're talking about.
With death. We did eventually find Alistair, and once we sort of cleared up the miscommunications and tiny little mistakes and stanks that sort of happened, he agreed to follow us. He was aware that he was supposed to be coming up to Holen. He came willingly once the myth was dispelled that you were attempting to kill him. And we have traveled back. Along the way, we came across a box, sort of cleverly disguised to appear just like a jewelry box or a coin box that a merchant might have. It was sort of half buried into the ground. Of course, this aroused certain feelings among our more greedy members, and we went to investigate the box. We picked the lock, and it sort of let out this radiating wave of magic that stunned one person. From the surrounding area, a bunch of kobolds sprung out and tried to bash your head in, basically, or at least bash you unconscious. However, this sort of definitely turned on them. As I mentioned before, only one person was actually stunned by their sort of magical trap. We've managed to take one capture for ends that are somewhat unknown to me. But either way, we have it manacled or at least tied up. I don't believe he's actually shackled. I can't quite remember.
He has a collar around him.
Okay.
Or something.
No, he's not. He doesn't have collars with.
Mithrin, like, he chained him with the holy chain or something.
The holy chain of God.
Roped
okay.
him.
I believe you
yeah.
just roped him. This was
Okay.
more of a
Yeah.
makeshift type thing, because again, I mean, who carries manacles with them when they're just going out?
I mean,
I know,
Mithrin
right?
keeps his chain around with him.
Exactly right.
That's a joke, because adventurers always carry manacles.
Oh yes,
But,
for
like, adventurers are
adventuring
real
and not
people.
any other purposes.
There
That
is
you
one
use manacles
mistake that
for.
I made last episode, and it's my fault.
Fox is one to use.
It is well, no. I mean, there's actually two, because I did tell you wrong information. Number one was our traveling time.
Yeah.
I overestimated the amount of space that you can travel when I looked back in the rules. You only travel about 20 miles a day. So
Yeah.
this is actually more of a 2-day trip rather than a single-day trip.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
I'm not
we
prepared
sprinted
for
away.
that.
We're pretty sporty around here,
Like,
so you know.
unbeknownst to you, we had been traveling for 2 days already.
And the other thing was the box itself. I did say it just had to spring open. To activate the lock, or the box, it has to be locked and then unlocked. Locking the box is part of the activation for it. So I believe there were some plans to throw the box at people.
Oh,
Oh my god, you never let me be creative.
True, the never creator, so sad.
And what we'll do is we will pick up right here. Now, we've been journeying only a little bit. We got Alistair, and then about 20 minutes later we came across the box. It is well and truly into the dead of night at this point. So my question for you all is, would you like to go ahead and camp for the night? Or would you like to attempt to push on through the night to
That
reach back
sounds
home?
like a horrible idea.
So how about we don't camp at the ambush site, for one.
I mean, this just happens to be the map we're on. I mean, it's obviously...
I mean, what? Don't you enjoy having kobold corpses keeping you warm at night?
Aren't kobolds
probably
like
not
cold-blooded creatures?
Yeah, they're probably not very fatty either, so they won't burn well.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking at-
true.
I'm assuming we're actually not staying at this exact area. We're just moving on. So
You know
I'm
what? I
moving
say we
the-
stay at the exact area.
Okay, here's the thing. Owl bears are nearby, at least in in the few miles of our town. Corpses are very edible, and they are
Yeah.
targeting food. I don't want to stay near food.
Yeah.
We take the kobold corpses with us and go and lure out that owl bear up there and you kill it.
Do you want to die?
Now again, to that point though, and to clarify, because again, it was mostly my mistake, you are still about 20 miles away from Holen.
Yeah, but like 20 miles for an owl bear, they can make it like in a half day. They were like, we don't know how many miles are they covering up, and I don't want to risk it.
Fair.
And even if not owl bears, I don't want to get like ambushed by like 10 wolves because they smelled some blood and fresh meat. Like corpses attract wildlife, carnivores, wildlife.
Can I roll for the average mileage of an owlbear?
You can take a nature or an arcana check.
Perfect. I'm gonna do it. Character sheet. Knowledge Arcana. There you go.
You have no idea.
Okay. I state that I have no idea what the average mileage of a owlbear is.
I mean, I would imagine at least like 1.5 times that weekend, man.
Look, there's literally no reason to camp right next to the corpses,
Exactly.
but there
Like,
are
literally
quite a
no
few
reason.
reasons not to. So,
Hey,
That's
Toria,
not-
just when did you become the voice of reason? You should be wanting to stay near the corpses.
but I don't want to die.
Why
That's
did
how
you pick up the box
open the
then?
box.
Like you are giving me conflicting signals here.
Because maybe it had something inside. Now we can use it as a weapon for
Not
traps.
a grenade.
No.
It was a perfectly calculated risk.
Of course, the perfectly calculated risk.
Yeah, it was perfectly calculated. It was an unnecessary risk. That much is correct. That was
Well,
calculated. Yes.
Everything went fine anyway.
Tell that to Raka. Like, look him in the eyes. Raka, whatever his name is. Like, tell him that everything went well.
I'll do it for him,
murdered
don't
everyone.
worry.
Oh, what a shame that I don't speak Draconic then.
I mean, I think he speaks common, right?
No.
I think he always
the-
speaks Draconic.
Yeah, only
speaks
Draconic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I know Draconic, right?
Somebody did. I don't remember who it was.
I did as
I
well.
pick Draconic in every character. Yes, I do speak in Draconic.
Fellow Draconic speaker, what's up?
What are we doing with this kobold?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
What
yeah,
is
we
the
were
camping
we
style?
were going to bring him back to the town, perhaps like give him to the like local law because he said that there was other kobolds and
But
he actually
what
had a
do they
master.
want a kobold for? They don't even have like a real town or militia. The mercenaries are not going to want this random kobold.
I mean, we can
I mean,
sell it to
they
them. What
might
about
want
that?
to. I mean, like here's my thinking: the local ruler might be really interested in some sort of insurgence that's happening within her domain.
Like, I
Such
don't
as
think she can even
banditry?
keep her town under control. Don't think she cares about the kobolds 20 miles away. And the mercenaries are certainly not going to care because they don't even care what happens like 10 feet outside the wall.
Wait, so what? You want to execute him?
Just do whatever with it. So we're not bringing it with us.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can always
what?
keep it.
What are we going to put it in the box?
No, like teach him to speak a little bit of common, like make him do like chores, prepare
Yeah.
campsites, and
No.
stuff like that, and give him like a couple coppers a day, and he's gonna be happy.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna propose we make him a slave, but
I mean, we could do that as
No,
well.
no, that's really.
no. I'm a like purebred capitalist. I will always pay my
Say hi to
slaves.
people.
Yeah, we set up sweatshops around here, not slave workshops. Okay, there's a difference.
All right.
We pay them just enough so you can't call it slavery.
The minimum wage time.
All right. So again, the kobold's sort of up in the air. We're sort of divided on what to do with him. But unless somebody, let's be frank. I mean, if people want to take him with us, people want to leave him. Chances are we're just going to take him with us because the people who want to take him with you take him with you. The other thing is that we pretty much agree that we don't want to stay in this exact spot. So we want to move, I don't know, putting words in your mouth, but maybe a mile or so ahead, or do we want to go a little bit further than that?
Like, I guess like as much as we can go until we have daylight. We don't want to lose any daylight.
True.
I mean, obviously, I have no problems if you want to travel through the night. You're going to be very,
Not
very
through the-
tired.
I didn't mean it through the night. Just
Already is
until
night.
dusk. But if
Okay.
it's dusk, we would set up camp whenever it becomes dusk.
Okay. So yeah, that's the other thing. You know, we traveled a full day's worth. We did our things with the Alistair, and we got him, and then we traveled a little bit. At this point, it is pretty much dusk. You know, we're moments away from true night.
We'll set up camp then.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
set up camp
so,
right here.
So, how far do we get without, just falling into total darkness?
Let's just walk like 10, 15 minutes and then just set camp there.
Pretty much. You
sure,
know,
that works.
It's 10, 15
Yeah,
minutes. I mean, it's
this sounds-
slightly away from the site, but, you know.
This sounds reasonable to me.
All right, so you do so. This is the first night we've sort of had out in the wilderness, so I'm going to ask you some questions that may or may not come up every time. You know, if we can sort of hammer them down now. Do we do things like set up a fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
But
I-
certainly do.
we like if we get frostbite or something. It's not exactly very hot in these parts, right?
It's temperate. It doesn't get down to freezing or anything like that at this point. It is summer.
Even then, like, not setting up a fire would probably mean more
It
likelihood of
also
wild
keeps away
creatures. Yeah.
keeps away wildlife.
Oh. Thankfully.
We're just gonna
I was
pull
drawing a beautiful picture for
sort of
instead.
fake fire onto us. The next
Yeah,
thing,
put it off the road. We don't camp on the road. We're not like barbarians.
if we have
Yeah.
tents, I assume we are setting up tents, correct?
Yeah.
You know, I know that not
I do
all
not
of
have
you
them,
have
so.
tents.
And the bedrollers around here?
I think I have a bedroll instead of a tent. I think I have both.
I think I have a bedroll.
If
I
you
have
took a
a- I
pack,
had
you
it.
have a bedroll.
Yeah. I have the tent back at town, so I assume I
I don't
would have
think Seaport
taken it
have-
with me.
I would
2.5
assume
have
you'd have taken
packs.
it with you. Does anybody else have a tent? I know there's one tent.
Let me double check. I think it was on my note. Where did I put
Let me
my
check
stuff?
my tent situation.
Tent situation, true.
Level of tentiness.
I have 0 points in tent right now.
I see.
Well, you're a plant. Go sleep outside.
I mean, usually I just do.
Okay.
I'll
get
rest up right
yourself
here against this
a
nice
plant.
cozy. I don't want to be next to the road. I'm going to sleep at this tree right here. My fire.
Okay. Did you say you're in the tree?
No, I'm like
know.
under it.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a tent.
Become one with the tree.
I am the tree.
You know what else that I did not?
I'll just leave my psy crystals with Taka, like on top of the head, like a spider. So he would be like
Like you're giving it to
not
him?
getting no, like he's not gonna get cozy around us.
What is
I
this?
want him to remain. That's my donkey.
Oh.
A donkey.
Why does it look like a
Yeah,
dog?
donkey.
Because, I didn't get an actual token for it like I typically do. I just, pulled one out of the given materials.
I
Given
can,
materials, yeah.
I can find you a token later on.
I got this. You ready?
I mean, the token is not super important at this point in time.
What does a donkey look like?
I
I
Donkey
mean,
look
so
you
there
don't
is
know,
only-
maybe someone else has a donkey too.
So there's only one tent, yeah?
What does a donkey look like?
Yes. It looks like a horse, but dumber.
Right. I like it. I'm deleting the box. Who is carrying the box?
If
by
you
the
check
way?
our
I'm
party
carrying
notes,
the box.
check the party notes. I have it all written down there.
Okay.
Held by
Tea
Jim.
party notes.
I don't particularly want to do that. So what are you doing with Taka exactly?
We kept him with
Setting it
us.
free.
Well, I understand
Kept
you're
him
keeping him with you, but how so? Are you doing anything to securing him? Are you tying him to a tree or anything? He's pretty docile at this point. He's obviously terrified of you. You know, he mentioned before that his plan was their plan was to come and knock you unconscious. And to be honest, you lot basically slaughtered them. So he's obviously a bit scared of you. So he has not been, you know, he's been doing what you want without struggling.
I think it's best to keep him tied, but let's not have him like hog-tied.
Just let it go. We don't need it.
I mean, if you let it go, he's gonna go to his master, which might be within like reachable destination.
All right, we'll let it go tomorrow morning then.
Yeah, that might work. I mean,
from a tree.
We can just ask him. Maybe he wants to stick with us.
He does not want to stick with us.
I mean, if you ask him really nicely,
why would we want him to stick with us, though?
Yeah, I need somebody to do the morning breakfast. Okay, that's just all I'm gonna say.
Let's go to sleep. Who's
taking cracking those eggs into the beer?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should set up watches just in case, though.
For watches, how would we like to set up our watches? There's about 8 hours worth of night.
For of us is 8 hours to each.
I mean, I'm not gonna take a watch. I'm just gonna let my Psy Crystal take a watch for me because he's much better than I do.
Wait, does your Psy Crystal like sleep at all or
no,
meditate?
Not at all. Doesn't get tired. Doesn't sleep. Doesn't eat, drink, breathe.
Then it should do all the watches.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably the best at it, to be honest. He's like, what, +6 or something? Yeah.
Yeah, my wisdom's shit, so... Well, I propose we let the Psy Crystal do the watching, then.
I would only agree upon that. In the case that he rolls shitty and doesn't notice anything, you're not going to blame or flame.
We are going to blame you.
Of course we're going to blame you.
Otherwise, I'm going to burn your asses off. You know that I can't.
Whoever's on watch is at fault. That's how it goes.
Danny, you keep watch.
Well, then I guess I'll just sleep through my watch because I'm expecting the crystal to get it.
Well, then we're going to blame you.
So are we okay leaving it up to the Psy Crystal?
Sure.
And I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what instructions do you give the Psy Crystal?
Anything bigger than a cat-sized creature approaches, or if he hears anything that sounds like bigger than that, wake me up on telepathic link.
Okay.
You all are ambushed by an army of cats. He never.
How dare you?
I'll put my familiar just like, I don't know. Do familiars sleep? I don't think so.
What
do they do? They're animals, after all.
They're magical beasts, but they're still beasts.
They still didn't sleep? Alright. Well, then my little familiar will sleep with me then.
Okay.
Well, they might be like nocturnal or something.
It's a plant. It's not really nocturnal. To be fair, I don't even know if it really sleeps, but...
It's always in a state of sleep. It's a plant.
Yeah, it's a plant.
Alright, so what I'm going to need is a section of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen and spot?
Yes. I almost said perception.
What's listen and spot? What is that?
That's called perception.
Skill rolls.
Yeah.
Wisdom based.
See.
Oh, I think I've spot trained to quite a bit.
Did you want one from all of us? Yeah.
No,
well, there is a wisdom.
only if you're upkeeping watch.
No.
Roll 20.
Sleeping sound and clear.
Jesus!
So those would be a 11 and 15 for the first one, 16, 15 for the second, 10, 26 for the third, 8, 22 for the fourth.
Listen first and then spot on all of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And before we all get coup de grace.
Fucking that 20, like nobody's getting past that unless they're,
Unless they're small.
way over leveled, in which case we're dead anyway, even if we spot them.
Things are pretty quiet. Nothing that fits the descriptor that you told the thing came out. If you question it a little bit the next morning, nothing even smaller than it came out as well.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you
wildlife
think
do
that?
not approach fire
Yeah,
that much.
very, very rarely. So it is the next morning. Everyone needs to eat.
Any eaters?
I think
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
got
you
shot
kind of
around.
have to not die. So yeah, let's eat. Taka, you want to eat something?
I assume that's in Draconic, and he says,
Yeah.
yes, please, please."
Yeah, I'm gonna share a ration.
All right. He gratefully takes it and consumes it. He comments that it's not the greatest, but it's edible.
Oh my god, this little cunt.
I was about to say it. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was going to be nice to this guy. but
I would have
I
preferred
think
something with a little bit of age to it. You know.
I'm going straight to ask him. Do you like rotten meat?
Well, yeah, it's quite good. It's much easier to chew. It digests so much easier. Yeah, I do.
Rucker, do you really think you're in a position to be complaining about food? Did it only took one night for you to forget your circumstances?
I was just trying to make small talk.
With my captors who murdered all my friends.
Like, I want to be cruel here, but I'm not an evil person, so I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not an evil person. That's why I only threatened to burn that house and people who ignore it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I just.
I mean,
said it in
there's
anger.
one thing saying it and another thing doing it, right? You know,
Yeah,
war
like-
doesn't necessarily mean
Yes, I-
implication.
I said I would do it if they kill my friend. That's a
Threatening
very
to murder
reasonable.
children. Classic lawful good.
True.
Yeah. I mean, lawful good does kill lots of children each year.
Yeah.
True. Did you know about the implication each year from a lawful good?
Yep.
It's fine
Yeah.
if it's goblin children.
Yeah, let's
So
pipe up.
Alistair would speak up. Is there anything for me?
Nope.
God. I completely forgot about him.
You'd feed the beasts?
I mean, I was
before
going to feed you, but I got burned, and I learned my lesson to not give food to other people anymore.
I give him.
I mean, I'm joking. You can take some rations, so I have a bunch.
Joke's
Yeah,
on you,
well,
I had
yeah.
literally one ration because this is supposed to not even be a day-long trip.
He does take
I'm like-
from whoever with the offer, but he does look a little miffed that you at least would offer to Taka before you would offer to him.
I mean, here's the thing. Taka is tied down and also tied to a tree, literally cannot move to pick up the fucking bread that is right next to the fire. You're not.
He's not willing to really argue the point.
I hate old people.
Okay, boomer.
We just lost Nanu too. Alright, is there anything that we would like to do before we sort of head off again?
P.
Release the kobold.
Do you want to take a
Yo,
2-minute break or so?
I guess.
No, I
this-
think you meant Pete in character.
Oh,
which is
okay.
Even better.
Fair enough.
Alright, that's what you do when you get up in the
I
morning.
roll to go
You don't
to
really
the
have to
bathroom.
worry about bodily functions.
I didn't take a shit. I didn't take a pee.
Make an
Three
attack
course
roll
meal.
to make an attack roll to not spray it everywhere.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, let's blindfold Taka and just
We're
let him
not
go.
taking it with us. We do not
No,
know
no,
what
no,
it is.
Okay, why are you not listening? You have a problem. I said let's blindfold him and let him go. That way, that's going to buy us some time until he can get out of his binding.
What are we gonna blindfold it for?
So it's gonna
So-
be harder for him to go back to his people.
I mean,
He'll
someone
eventually
could
be able
walk
to
up and
do it.
kill him while he's blindfolded.
Yes, but that would not be our problem, though. Like, if someone kills him, then, it's not our fault.
Like, this guy was attacking travelers on the road. Apologies if I'm not very sympathetic. No offense, Taka. I say this on Draconic again.
We
Just
didn't kill anyone, though. We just gave them a knock on their head and stole their stuff. They were right as rain.
That's worse than death for some people.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, taking everything someone has can be pretty rough.
Yep.
Wait, I don't speak Draconic, so...
Sure.
I mean, I
If I did, that's what I would say.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just leave him. Taka, I trust that you are not going to go back to your people and tell them about us.
It's like
You don't-
threatening. Just be like, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. If we see from you again.
All right, so again, because there's a little bit of stuff going on. At the end of the day, it was Nithrin who captured it.
Yeah.
Nithrin ultimately, unless you are interjecting and going against whatever wants, like Nithrin's this guy's master to it.
I mean, I'll be honest. I want to keep him around just for now. So I mean, I think I can find some use for him eventually.
I'm
think,
sorry, one
I
second.
think we should
I
too,
gotta
but they
talk
don't
to-
want him around.
Talk to me.
No, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care about the
It's only our dear
Okay.
what's her name? The female of the group, just here, right? It's okay. It's okay. She'll come around.
Maybe we can use a mascot.
Yeah,
We do
exactly.
not
A
need a
mascot.
mascot.
We need
Like,
a mask.
We can name our adventuring guild Screaming Kobold.
Another long.
I am sold. This is amazing. I approve of keeping the kobold now.
Exactly.
Just go to a tailor, arrange him like a suit or something. Give him a fedora, a cane, a monocle. Teach him few phrases in common. There we go. It's a seller.
Yeah.
This is great marketing, even though that word is completely
I have a
anachronic.
thing for money making. Believe me.
I'm gonna flip Taco, hey, like a catch, and I'm gonna flip him 2 copper coins and be like, you're with us now.
I mean, he's
He's not
still
with
bound. So you
Oh,
sort of flip it to him and it smacks against his chest.
Oh,
we
right.
gotta work on your reflexes, Tuck.
Yeah, gotta work on them a bit, but it's fine.
Kind of pathetic. This form. You're kobold and you were not able to get out of your bindings all night.
So the other thing is, this is a slight aside, that if we talk to Taka, I'm assuming we're talking in Draconic. We don't have to say, I'm going to talk in Draconic. But if you're just sort of talking to everybody in a group, I'm assuming you're not talking in Draconic. So...
Well, yes, I don't speak Draconic.
I didn't want to try to escape. You'd kill me!
Well, that is true. That is true. But we were all shipping. Well, since he didn't take it, he likes us, right?
Yeah! I love you!
Exactly.
Just
there
don't
we
kill
go.
me.
Wonderful.
Oh, give him his weapons back.
Okay, but for now, we'll keep him bound and maybe head back to town.
Okay, here,
No.
take this.
All it's gonna do is slow us down.
Okay.
How much is
I'll
Kobold
carry
slowing us
him.
down?
He is going to slow you down a little bit. It's not as much as you may think, but they are small creatures. So,
Well, I mean,
obviously-
if he's carrying him, then.
I mean, I'm carrying
I mean,
him.
if you're carrying him, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna be that, too heavy, exactly to say the least.
Mhm.
I'll
Alright,
just,
well, you know what? If we take this kobold with it, it's just gonna die. So I hope you have ready to.
Why?
You're murdering this kobold.
Why?
Well,
She's
we're
not.
taking it away from its house, its people and all that, and it's gonna be in some unknown land that has no clue how to get back, and it's just gonna get killed by something.
That's fine. We'll manage.
Planning on
It will
taking
manage.
care of him. That's very nasty of you.
Yeah, exactly. I am I discipline my family. Here we go. Here's my family now. There we go. I will make sure he gets disciplined. He will be
Yeah,
trained.
Striking resemblance, I would say.
Exactly. Thank you. I look amazing, I know.
Look, we're
So-
just taking a page out of the book of the bard. He drew attention with his little cage fairy thing, and our, attention grabber will be a kobold.
Yeah,
Okay.
a kobold in a draper suit and can speak like a British man.
All right. So the rest of the things from getting our long sleep, I mentioned before we're doing slow healing. So we heal 1 hit point for getting that long sleep. We get back all our spell slots or anything that we've used. Are we more or less ready to head on? Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get the feeling you guys can banter all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're taking Taka with us. Are we still keeping him tied up? I understand you're carrying him, but...
I mean, I'm not gonna put him on my shoulders. I'm just gonna, a rope around him again, and then, over my back, basically. There we go. Keep it simple.
So you're just sort of dragging him along with you, or?
No, not drag him,
Like a backpack.
Sure. Yeah, like a
Okay.
backpack.
All right. I mean, he's fairly dexterous. He's making an attempt to hang on. You probably don't need the rope, but if you're using the rope to also sort of secure him, he gets it and would go along with it. All right. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, maybe 10 minutes. I got to get my kids started on some lunch. I'll be right back soon. Okay?
Okay. So now we're kidnappers. Great.
We didn't kidnap anyone.
not kid-
We
We
are
are
100%
bringing the
kidnapping this
Is it really evil if you do it to an evil person? That's my question. Just saying it,
I don't think this Taka guy was evil, though.
Wait, aren't kobolds evil by default?
Well, not necessarily.
Minor inconveniences the most.
Thought they were at least mostly evil. They might be mostly chaotic, but I'm pretty sure they have racial alignment.
I mean, they're mostly lawful evil, but like these guys don't seem like it. They didn't even use like lethal weaponry. Even after their ambush failed, they still try to use non-lethal means.
I mean, I would guess that's probably because if they started killing people, eventually someone will come up and be like, yeah, well,
but like not after the ambush is failed and the enemy is fighting lethally. Like you are at that point, you are fighting for your life, right?
Well, yeah, maybe true. I'll add this to my funny notes. Here we go.
So, Pidon, what do you think so far?
Oh, I think y'all are doing wonderful.
I was hoping you'd
like
say
a lie,
you
but
talk
that-
too much. Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
true.
That sounds like a little bit of a lie. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
y'all doing fine. Today with the kobold, it's going to end wonderfully. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm just sitting here with popcorn, just like munch.
I mean, to be fair, I look like a very big. I'm going to start looking like a very big kobold.
The big kobold.
Yep.
He looks up to you, Dada.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be like the bad uncle, and it's gonna be like is the good father.
Like a 5 feet tall kobold
Yeah.
with wings.
The 5 feet
yes.
taller. Nice.
I have fake wings. They're just like
Oh,
made of
you-
like paper.
Going with the wing.
Yeah, but wings are
Yeah.
I think like the coolest. They don't let you fly, at least not until like higher levels, but
Yeah.
still cool.
But they look cool.
Also,
And it really is all about style in the end.
Also, like, you can still do, like, Hulk-like jumps with the help of the wing. They still give, like, fucking +10 to jump.
It might, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
The G jumper.
the one that I did
Oh, waiting.
a while back was the heart being immune to like.
Not a little too low.
I think it was like paralyzation, or it was. I think maybe you get immune to viral presence, anyways. It was something like that. It was,
Tribal
It
presence.
was some.
Ow.
Yeah,
Tribal
but I think
presence, all
most-
Dragon Balls get.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think it was the heart later.
Heart is the breath one, yeah.
Head on right now.
So that
I
was
just turned on the wing.
Hey, you don't need to turn this
even though
off.
wings are like mechanically speaking,
Minecraft probably playing with
like
music.
anything that gives you flying. It's just amazing.
I mean,
T5.
heart is the best because you can do it shenanigans with meta breath feats.
Alright, I am back.
Yeah, but how you put a John Cena dragons out from the air into the ground?
Like, get them fly at 3.5. It's pretty easy.
Alright, so without further ado, we continue on traveling, yes?
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we travel probably about 10 miles or so, and it's been more or less uneventful. And then, funnily enough, I want you to all give me a spot and a listen check.
Ah,
Of course.
I'll try to help my side crystal.
Okay,
Just magically online. He's like, isn't she in school?
maybe.
I'm gonna be like, I'm in lunch break.
Did you say
what do we
spot
need?
or listen?
Spot and listen?
Both, I
Both,
think.
please.
Ah, yes, I am deaf.
Spot.
But I have very good eyesight.
You do have very good.
I am blind, but I can hear well. So
Or alternatively, I just have blind luck.
I'm decent at both.
This is hopefully going to be a hidden roll, but if it's not a hidden roll, just sort of ignore it if you please. That's not a handout. I mean, that is a handout. It's not a.
That's a 21 spot and 17 listen.
Based.
we're gonna see like the Dragon's initiative on the.
Although
side.
my rolls only work up to 60 feet, just so you know.
Ah, yes, the classic sneaky Draco Lich.
You say that, but as if you are not expecting it. But let me tell you a story, bro.
All right. So, Nithrin,
Yeah.
Trium,
Yep.
you see sort of the figure of a man, and I suppose a Psy Crystal. You see sort of a figure of a man just booking it to the north. He was not on the road. He was a little ways into the road. Some of you can hear it happening, but you cannot make it out as well. But you two definitely do see a man sort of bolting on up ahead.
Throw the kobold.
How does it
Right
look?
towards the direction that we are going, right? We are also going north.
Yes. He is bolting to the north. What was your question, Nithrin?
Yeah. Like, can we see anything special on him? Like, do we see like?
He's a bit too far to make out. You do believe he is wearing some sort of leather armor, though.
Okay.
So it's just a dude running away.
That's not ominous.
But I don't care about a dude running away.
We should run away as well. If someone's running away, we should run away as well.
Well, he's
Man,
probably
I'm
looking at
gonna
it, walking off
point towards him and be like, you know,
Yeah,
does anybody see?
Addy starts running away.
Yeah,
In what direction?
North.
he's also running north. But if he was already in front of us sprinting, and we kind of came up on
It
him,
could be like an ambush or something. He could be alerting people that we're coming. And we're gonna run right into it.
How far are we from the town? Like, would we like estimate?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How far would we estimate that we are from the town?
From the town, you're
10
probably
miles.
about 10 miles or so.
Oh, this is like midday then. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna just straight up say, like, I mean, with my heavy armor, I can't catch up to that dude anyways. So,
All right. Let's just pick up pace then.
yep. I'm gonna give it a slight jog, as to say.
Do we want to like possibly get off the path or something?
Nah, it's fine.
Alright,
How is Alistair doing, by the way?
He's riding the donkey.
Doing fine. I mean, he's not showing any symptoms of the plague, if that's what you're sort of alluding to. I mean, he's
Yeah.
kind of an old man, so, you know, he's
I'll
got old
do it.
man complaints about joints and whatnot, but other than that, he's fit.
Okay, I'll do a funny heal check just in case, but I take the word.
You sort of give him a once over, and again, aside from, you know, aches and bruises, the old manness, having to run away through a, you know, field for his life for a little bit, little scrapes and stuff, he looks fine.
I mean,
Okay.
he also fell from a donkey too,
He did fall from a dog. Yeah, I forgot about that.
and got smacked by like a kobold.
The donkey. Or...
Did get smacked by his kobold. You know, so for all that, he looks in great shape, I guess.
Well, yeah. Let's. I mean, there's no course that we can take, so let's keep going.
All right.
Yep.
Let's be on more alert, but yeah.
You keep going.
We are on alert mode.
So does that mean you're going slower?
I mean,
I would say-
I would say like for like an hour, perhaps. Just,
Yeah.
Just to see like in this specific area if there's anything wrong.
Okay. Are we changing up our formation any?
I'll go in the front as usual.
Okay. Just literally 5 feet in front.
Literally 5 feet in front.
All right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we
Oh, I
travel
need to-
this
Behind him.
hour or so, and eventually we come across. We can see in the distance two figures sort of hunched in the middle of the road.
Is
They're-
one of them
Slavic
the-
squat or something?
They're still quite far off, so you can't make up any details at this point. But you do see what's going on.
Does he have leather armor? Is it the same dude?
Yeah. At this point, it's too far away for you to tell.
Okay.
Is it like a medium-sized humanoid?
Yes.
Alright, fair.
We're so gonna get ambushed.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm gonna
Remember
load
how
up
they're
my
like,
crossbow.
people don't want us to come back with this man? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna load my crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Like, they're gonna stop us, they're gonna come from behind, I'm getting in the middle of the party. We're gonna get like that.
I'm gonna go a bit off to like one side just in case they discover all of them and they don't discover me as well.
I think they would see you walk to the side though, wouldn't they?
Wait, they're
Maybe
just
not.
they're just up ahead on the road, aren't they?
I mean, they're quite still far away. You're making out shapes and whatnot at this point. So it's at the point where you can tell there's two people sort of on the ground. It looks like one person is laying on the ground and another person is hunched over them.
I'll do something a bit risky. I'm gonna put Taka down. I'm gonna slack his ropes off.
You're
I'm
cutting him
gonna-
free, or you're just
No, not cutting him free, but I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna or like cut him free, like for a moment. But I'm gonna tell him like, you stay close,
Run.
But
What's going on?
we'll see what happens. But you stay next to me, and if you run away, well, you know what will happen.
Yeah,
Fine.
boss.
You just told a person that you can't chase after them because of your heavy armor. Nothing's gonna happen.
I mean,
Two paces at a
I mean, I do have some very long spiked chains. I mean, and I might not run as fast, but I can run for a very long while. So,
Not with heavy armor. You can't.
eventually I'll catch
Wait.
up.
So, like, are we to assume
Oh,
this is
God.
north?
We've all turned into the cliff.
Yes. And you may have to.
He won't know if I'm on because.
Oh, I unturned myself.
Realign. If you click on your
You'll only get
token,
the
you'll see a
notification you're on if you use favorited friend.
I don't see a
names.
realign
It's
button.
not favorited.
like a
It-
little bar.
Ooh.
That can...
I can put on like small icons on me, like
Oh, I see.
grenades and shit. This is
You
cool.
just
Uh,
realized that?
So we're not taking movements right here, right now. So this is sort of just where we were, but we are still sort of far away from the thing. But you know, it's a small map.
Yeah.
So you're actually not that far away.
We're actually further away than what we are. So again, we've sort of loosened our weapons. We've loaded crossbows type things. At this point, you can spread out a little bit, and I can actually extend the white grid a little bit further. if you'd
Where's
like a
the
little bit-
guy?
a little more.
Too far away.
He's still
Not
too
on
far
top.
away in the distance for you to tell.
Okay.
I won't Taka in front of the Alistair.
An ambush.
So
I'm gonna send the side crystal ahead of us, just like rush towards there and just
We're all gone.
report
Grim.
what he sees.
I've
Stall.
moved you off to the right.
Whoa. Okay.
To sort of.
Whoa.
Okay.
can you put
Where are the
Taka
abilities?
like next to me, Grimcat?
I can.
Also,
Yeah, like I said, this is what he does. So just scurry forward for the side crystal. Just report what those are, what's happening there.
Mhm. Stealthily.
see.
I
Yep.
chuck it.
Can you
for
go
him.
ahead and roll those things?
Yes. I will.
It's small, right?
It
It
small.
is. It's not small. It's diminutive.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's even smaller than
Yeah.
small.
So most silently would be this on the 20 point. So it's pretty bad, but I'm still quite a bit of far away.
So it is a 9, or is that before modifiers?
Yeah, that's with the modifier, but
Okay.
I'm quite far away. And see for hiding to see if they can see it. Plus 12. That's plus 2, plus 14. Only 20. Plus
Again,
14.
hopefully these rolls.
A 31 to hide.
So,
Oh my.
so what was the first one?
The first one was to move silently.
Gotcha.
They are like perception.
Mhm.
Stealth is divided into two as well. So it's probably sounds like some spider moving around.
Do I hear a
moves like a
spider
spider.
moving in these bushes?
I mean, it's a big spider-sized thing that has spider
Right.
legs.
Like a mouse or something, maybe? Like a field mouse, pretty small.
Yeah, some sort of small animal. I mean, you know, squirrel, whatever. There's sound there, but it cannot necessarily see what's going on. So what you see, or what it sees ahead of you, is sort of a woman who appears to be sort of covered in blood, with a man sort of hunched over her, and he appears to be doing sort of thing like CPR or some sort of not exactly CPR, but he's doing something to help her. It sure looks like.
Apply pressure.
Oh, it's a trap.
Right.
Alright, okay, let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna do. Okay, how far until we reach the area? You will say.
Well, let's say we're about as far away as we actually are right now. So we're about 130 feet away, like you are from them.
I'm gonna.
I'm
Not
gonna
in normal
relay.
person units.
I'm gonna relay that information to everyone else. That the woman is in grave danger and the man is trying to help him. And
Well,
I'm gonna say,
she's
Nitron,
not
you
in
should
grave
go help them. Rush. You should help them with your healing magic. Nitron.
Hold on.
Go.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I've been on the road for like a long amount of time before I reached this land.
She's dying.
So and I know I'm gonna give a slight joke. I'm gonna nod Taco to get along with me. But I'll also be keep my eyes out as I approach.
It's like a classic ambush right here. Like, oh, I'm dying.
All right, would you like to roll some spot checks as you're coming forward?
Yeah, I will.
And you can come forward about 30 feet, so, right around here.
Alright.
It doesn't have to
But...
be perfectly exact.
Not that great.
Yeah, do I see anything that's suspicious?
That's a great spot.
You do not.
Oh my.
Ooh. Okay, good.
I mean, what
Well,
are the chances we're gonna ambush twice in a day, right?
True. What are the
of
chances?
We literally saw some person run away from our
What's that,
away from
Fiona?
us.
I was being
Famous
sarcastic.
last words.
Yeah. Hold on, okay. Taka is coming along.
Okay.
I mean, like, to be fair, if people getting ambushed every day in these parts, trade should be non-existent.
Yeah, but we're not a merchant. We're like a party.
We're awesome. Okay, that's what we are.
Which makes it worse for the trade because we are more protected more than like almost any merchant. So there should be no trade at all.
Today's just a busy day. I mean, to be fair, I don't think most caravans come through this way anyway. Don't they come from like the west or something like that?
So
Do I need to roll another spot or?
You don't.
Okay.
But before you move that, would anyone else like to come up as well, or are we sending Nithrin up on his own?
I'll go
I
at the regular pace. I'm not gonna rush towards it, but I'm going towards there.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my distance, but yeah.
I'll move up like how much is 30?
Well, everybody can move up just about 30 or so.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Do we want to keep Alistair back here or something?
I mean, I won't take a nearby me, Grimkar. So
will-
if he isn't fast enough, I'm gonna grab him by the neck, basically.
I will give you control.
Ooh.
Things have changed around a little bit, so I actually can't just give you control.
Sad. Can you give me the
But I
character
pick
token and
the
I can place it
cobalt up
myself,
and
maybe?
throw it away.
It would be linked to the actual character sheet, and I frankly don't want you to have access to the character sheet.
That's fair.
Wait, maybe it's right here? No.
Roll 20.
Well, again, they're like literally just an update within this week, and it's changed a whole lot of things about how like tokens work, and I just can't give you control of it apparently.
Hold on.
Just put him next to him. It's fine.
Yeah.
Shift double click the icon and then click edit.
No, I mean that just brings up the new edit panel. Yeah. I mean it was on the old edit panel, it's not on the new edit panel. The new setting panel.
Maybe you can use the new edit panel.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately not.
Rip.
Yeah. Because it's only determined by character settings now. Like, there's a thing for control by, but I can't edit it in any way. But neither here nor there. I can move it where you need to.
Okay, yeah.
So at about this point, the man stands up. He pulls out a weapon, and he shouts at you, "Hey, get out of here! You've done enough!"
We've done enough.
Who? This man?
Yes.
I'm gonna, bring my hands up defensively and say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, but I do know healing magical, as well as I'm a proficient user and knowledgeable in the arts of healing. So I can help her, but if you wish to take the risk and turn me away, then she will die by your hand. I'm gonna, give a diplomacy as well.
Okay.
So that's gonna be at like heavy penalty.
Is it? I think I
diplomacy
covered
is
it
fine.
myself nicely.
No, I meant like diplomacy takes time. Like if you don't take like a minute to make a diplomacy check, it's -10 check.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, a rush diplomacy check can be made as a full round action, but you take a -10 penalty on the check.
Okay, well, then I'm not doing it, I guess.
Like
It
I
takes
mean,
that long.
you can
diplomacy
say
is
the
not like
thing,
a
sure.
persuasion in 5e. Like they are different.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Well, then I'm, I'm just gonna state it straight up to him while I continue walking towards him. Or like,
How
I'm
far
gonna
is
slow
that?
down a bit, but I'm still moving towards him.
Okay. He steps in front.
Okay.
He pulls out a bow. It looks like it was something that he had thrown to the ground at some point. But he pulls it up.
Okay, I'm gonna put a magic spell on myself. I'm gonna put on the funny Shield of Fate
Mm-hmm.
on myself.
Could you hit the macro so it brings it all up?
Sure.
The
One
man
second.
does point the bow at you, and he goes, "Who would believe that? Look, just get out of here. Haven't you people done enough?"
Oh, I haven't set it up fully. Yeah, let me find it. Shield of Fate. It basically gives me +2 AC in short,
That's a doom on myself.
and it's concentration. Yeah.
Not concentration.
Yeah.
It's not.
All right. Well, what was it? I can look into something.
It's
Plus
just
2
a
AC.
reflection, yeah. At this level, it's
Yeah.
+2 AC.
So I basically have a total of funny 16 AC now.
Okay.
I'm,
He does not shoot at you, but he is certainly threatening you with the weapon.
I'm gonna say if I wanted to kill you, I will have my weapons out. I do not have them out, well, as I continue moving forward.
Probably stop moving forward.
Yeah, that sounds like the I'm gonna get up to you, then I'm going to pull my weapons type of a deal.
I mean, I will
You're
not
gonna
reach.
get shot.
I mean,
Whatever.
probably, who knows? We'll see.
I want to get shot.
He does take a shot at you.
Okay.
It was not meant to hit, and it does not hit, but it does land at your feet. He reloads another arrow, and he's shouting at this point. His eyes are filling with tears. He's like, "Just get out of here! Just go!"
I'm gonna... Fuck, I'm... I need to look at my... I think all my healing spells are like touch. So,
Oh my god.
So
I
is
mean,
everybody
like,
else
really
moving
better.
forward
We
as
can
well?
take a few bow shots.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can probably survive a couple of arrows, I mean...
Unless you're like double sixes or something on a crit.
Hold on.
You probably should have just take bow shots that we don't need to take. We can literally just be like,
We
yeah.
can stay alive. Like, I thought you were a good person, Helicon, yeah.
Yeah, okay, can I
I'm sorry. Is this labor guild over here trying to like talk to you?
hold on. Can I take a look at her, like, from this distance, and be like, how bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
Is it like she will probably die within the next minute or two bad?
Very likely.
Okay, well, seeing that, I will, no, I will not attack him, unless I really have to, but I will, however, continue walking forward. I am ready to, of course, duck and dodge,
Oh. Shit, you cannot get there in a single turn.
I think I can I not?
Oh, aren't you wearing heavy armor? Your movement
Oh yeah,
would be-
20.
He does take
Also, what
another
power?
shot at you. This one he is attempting to hit you with.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's fine.
So
Hello there.
Hello there.
Be a shame if I
Let's see if I take an arrow or not.
healed your
Ooh,
girlfriend.
it hits.
It was a keen light crossbow, so it hits. And
After
crit.
dodging, by the way.
And now
That's
he's
fine.
dead.
I won't die from a single arrow.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe it's
you
like
could.
flame tongue short bow.
Dodging's
Yeah.
+4.
It's a
That's
okay.
composite +6 longbow,
How
and
much-
he has 22 strength.
How much damage do I take?
I
You
don't-
die.
I don't have my macro set up
Is-
for it.
Is it short bow?
It is a short bow.
That's a D6.
Yeah, I have it in here as like a D4 for some reason. I don't-
Maybe it's a small one.
It might be like from a
It's
kobold
a
or
shorter
something.
bow.
Yeah.
No, like small short bows for like kobolds and halflings and stuff. They are D4.
Yeah, it might be that.
That may be what it was, but I'm just.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah, I mean, you take a plink, basically.
Wait,
Yeah.
they have +1 damage. Wait, we want that bow, guys.
Oh, wait, that's a +1 damn, okay.
After
Yeah.
we save your hand over the bow.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, he's still holding the bow, I assume, right?
He is still holding the bow.
Take
Okay,
him
well,
out.
that means I can reach here, and I'm gonna...
Are we in
step
combat
up right
turns yet,
next
or
to
what's
him.
going on?
Technically, you're not in combat turns. Let me move you back, and let me ask you a question. Would we like to go into combat turns?
I mean, we heard what he said, right? Like we see he's in desperation and like.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna attack them.
I'm not gonna attack him. If you want to, sure. If you want it to like more clean, we can do it combat. But I'm fine with free flow.
How far is he from me?
Literally how far he is. Yeah.
80 meters.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'm
that's
just gonna hold my hand up, you know, to like the party behind me though, and be like, yeah, don't worry, I got this.
Hold on a second.
He's shooting arrows. We have only 4 seconds. What do you mean?
Hold
I mean,
on
it's
for
a minor
second.
plink at most. I faced worse while I was fighting for my one
I
true
gotta- I
god.
gotta pull up this real quick. I didn't have it up. I'm not prepared, everybody.
If you have a spell, I can bring it up.
I have it. He's in range. You want me to sleep on? Nithrin got shot. I'm gonna cast sleep on the guy. Which
I'm gonna
is-
try to move
What is that?
sneakily towards
Doesn't
the.
sleep just like kill somebody or out? It's like, oh,
I mean, I
Hey, there's
hope
a
it's
thing-
not just kill somebody.
Yeah, there's a save.
concentration DC. I don't know. I'm just gonna hit submit and just see what
No,
happens.
there's no concentration. It's just a will
Oh.
save from the creature.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us get a will save. Whoa.
This man like super powerful.
He got a 17 though.
Oh,
Unless we have 22 charisma, no, 24 charisma, that's gonna save.
I do not. I mean, so it's like 14 versus spell resistance. Is that what it is, or do you need my
No,
actual?
no. So how you calculate your DC is 10 plus spell level plus your your spell casting modifier, which I believe for you is charisma.
Hmm.
So 10 plus 1 plus your charisma, whatever that is.
10 plus 1 was my charisma. Where is my charisma?
You are
My
social, right?
charisma is total is 16.
So that's a +3. So for this spell, your DC is 14. The spell resistance thing is a different thing. Some creatures have something called spell resistance, and some spells requires you to make a spell resistance check to make them fall for it. Like for example, if you go against like a devil that has magic resistance and you cast magic missile, you will check that 14 exceeds the creature's magic resistance.
All right.
Which is the D20 plus your caster.
Yeah.
So he is not feeling tired.
He is not feeling tired.
That's bad.
But he does know you tried to cast a spell on him.
He does or doesn't?
Does.
I mean, like
I didn't.
there's a big ass heavy armored guy right next to him that is coming menacingly.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Not
eating people.
necessarily. Actually, very casually.
Okay. From his point of perspective.
But the
Yeah.
thing before that is that she makes a death saving throw.
Ooh.
Wait, we have death saving throws in 3.5? What?
Some of them do. Only for plot.
She just
purposes.
rolled
Oh,
two
okay,
on
like
that
me.
saving roll, so I think she might be dead.
I know, isn't it like they have to fail X amounts?
3 times.
I think you roll
is
a
what I
D100.
typically do.
No, in 3.5 is much different. That you lose 1 HP each round, and if you go to like -10
Mhm.
hit points, you die.
Yeah.
And each round you can make a D100 check, and you have like a 10% check to like stabilize yourself. It's much more deadly than 5th
Yeah.
edition.
Again, this is like a plot purpose type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Well, I'm running up. Still. I'm gonna cast. It's probably gonna stop me, but still, I'm gonna cast healing cure light wounds on her.
Ooh. You can cast defensively.
Can I cast defensively?
You can. I mean, he is going to try to knock you.
Sure, I'll
Sure.
cast it defensively.
Yeah, it's a concentration check.
Yeah.
This is a +1 to it. Yeah, he does not hit you.
I mean,
I'm
like
gonna-
if you manage
I'm gonna
to cast
start moving
defensively-
towards him. I'm gonna give you move silently check.
So
For future reference, like casting defensively means that you make a check, and if you make it, they don't get to attack you.
I got a nat 20 on the concentration, so I mean,
Yeah,
I think
mean,
that's fine.
He didn't really jostle you much either.
yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, it's time to roll the funny. Roll the 8 plus. I don't remember. Is it plus? I think it's +1 only.
1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, versus my wisdom modifier. Okay,
Oh,
then
no,
it's
your caster check. Your caster check. Never mind. +1. Caster level.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
That was 5th edition. Editions gets fixed up. Mixed
True.
up.
Well, you heal her, and
Yeah, I hit her for 5 HP.
when you get close, it looks like she had sort of a rough time of things. She had some sort of blunt trauma to the back of her head, and she had an arrow sticking out of her back. It's really a miracle, and probably thanks to this guy's sort of intervention, that she was sort of staying on as long as she was. But you sort of bring her back. It's not an instant sort of spring up type thing, but her wounds are healed. She still has her eyes closed, but her breathing is now steadied. It's obvious that she's awake, but she's not sort of standing up at this point.
I'm gonna, of course, do the funny, told you so.
Man,
To the archer.
They're really dedicated to this ambush right here.
Yeah, truly. True dedication. So I'm gonna tell him straight up and be like, you look at her and tell her that you try to stop me next time.
So, obviously you cast the spell. He couldn't resist it or anything like that. But he does see before his eyes that she does get healed. And he drops his bow from his hands. What did you do? Who are you? Thank you. And he sort of drops to his knees and he takes her in his arms.
I give my light, clap on the cheeks and be like, yeah, it's nothing, and if you shoot me with an arrow next time, I'll kill you. But in other words, anyways, we need to get the arrow out of her back. So, please, let me, please keep her still.
Yes. Look, I'm sorry about that, but we were ambushed. They pretended to be nice and all that. I was off. Thank you. And you sort of proceed to do your things and roll a natural one. So
how bad does it go? I hope she doesn't
It doesn't go well. She doesn't outright die. You just healed her, but I mean, she does definitely slip into that
Unconscious.
dying
Yeah.
sort of phase.
I cast, of course, I cast another funny cure minor wounds.
Okay.
I mean, so yeah. Not female. Apparently, I need to do it like this. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So
And she's pretty much successfully
brought back again.
stabilized at this point. We'll go ahead and
Stabilized. There you
say.
go. With an arrow outside of her.
Right. She sort of wobbles at least to her knees. She doesn't really attempt to stand up, but she does get up. And all of a sudden you're ambushed by bandits.
I assume we
no,
can
I'm
get
kidding.
close
Can
during
you
this
imagine?
time. That's all happening, right?
Huh? Yes,
we
at
can
this
get
point
close,
everybody
yeah.
could get close if you wish. He is disarmed, as it were. He has dropped his stuff, but he's also not taking hostile actions.
Yeah, we should just move on. We help them.
Ask him for his bow as a payment.
Yeah, that is a either a compass bow or a magic bow.
Could be a masterwork one. Don't they get +1?
Not to damage.
Not to damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like that will cost you 1 bow, my friend. We'll put that damage right back on her.
Oh, a question. Do this man like he has obviously has a quiver on him?
He does, yes.
I'm gonna check his like feathers on the arrows and check on the woman's back. Are they the same?
They don't match. I mean,
Okay.
they're more or less generic. Yeah.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicated to that ambush.
Really.
No, he might just like shoot someone in the woods thinking it's like a deer or something. It actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna straight up ask him what happened. And I'm gonna nod for Taka to get over here.
Oh, right. Well,
Come on!
I'm Ken, by the way. We were out hunting. There's a food storage in Holen. I'm a hunter. I'm pretty good at what we do. We came across. I don't know exactly how to say it, other than what looks like an ambush. There were a group of men here. They were obviously sort of waiting for us. They challenged us, put an arrow into Loxy here, and then, well, I made a huge commotion. They said we weren't the ones they were looking for, and then they ran up ahead.
Okay, well, yeah, it's good to know. And see where was this exactly?
Where was this? It was here. I mean, slightly farther into the woods. I sort of pulled her sort of out here into the road in the hopes that what just happened would happen, that somebody would come by and could help.
Well, yeah, that did happen, but next time maybe not shoot them, That's putting it out there.
I mean, the man was distressed. Cut him some slack.
Fine.
I didn't know that you weren't just here to finish the job. One of them had mail just like you were wearing.
But did he have these awesome spiked chains, though? Look at them. Magnificent, aren't they?
Well, no.
I think those chains made him more nervous, if anything.
Large spikes protruding from you?
I mean, like this is a little bit shady. There are people on the road that are ambushing, not to steal or rob, but to attack someone specific.
Yeah, they didn't take a thing from us.
Alright, so, I mean, we are carrying a VIP, guys, and we know that someone is trying to fuck with this town's well-being. We are carrying in someone that is going to be good for the well-being of this town. There's a good chance that we might be getting targeted. So how about we steer off from the path a little bit, like do the similar thing that we did first time we left the town and flank the city and come from the northern side. Just like circle the city. Maybe it's gonna take like a few more hours. Like gonna add a few more hours to our journey, but I don't wanna keep going on the road if that's going to mean that we are gonna ambush.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Grimcat, just for reference for later on. I'm sacrificing one of my level 1 spell slots to get another Cure Light Wounds at the ready.
Okay.
I asked the guy whether he saw any of the other assailants and if one of them was wearing leather armor.
I think he was this guy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, straight up here. Were you the one running, from X location to Y location here?
No, that wasn't me.
Dun, dun, dun.
We were coming from the town. Well, we were in the woods, like I said before, hunting. I did see, like I said, I saw 3 of them. One in sort of plate, and the other 2 at least had some sort of leather armor, yeah.
Plate armor, oh god. That's gonna be annoying.
If you protect me, plate mail or no plate, you know that I can boil things.
True.
Just protect me.
No.
I'm gonna look at it and be like, how long ago was this, right?
Maybe 15 or so minutes ago? Surely couldn't have been much longer than that.
Yeah, we should not stick here. Let's go on. Let's not go by the road. Let's flank up the road.
Look, if you're trying to go around here, I know this area pretty well. I can lead you out and around.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's do that.
Please do, and I'm gonna get the other folks over.
Alistair, I mean, you see what condition she is in. Can you please let her ride and walk the rest of the way?
Well, yes, of course. Yes.
I mean, if it goes slow, I think it can carry both of you, but we would be quite slow.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm not the spryest person myself, but I mean, I'll make do.
She lost at least 5 liters of blood, you selfish prick.
He just said he would make do.
You're calling yourself a man of medicine?
Yeah. I'm gonna give a light chuckle and I'll be like, yeah, well, on that.
Yeah, I wasn't sitting over here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Let's lead the way. What was your name?
Kenton.
Kenton. I'm gonna call you Kent.
And
Mr. K.
the female's name were Loki, right?
Loxy.
Can we
A donkey and
Cobalt go now so it doesn't slow us down?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, funnily enough, you're traveling at about that pace because, as I mentioned, Alistair is a bit slower.
Let's just let it go anyway.
No, take a stage.
But yes.
It's coming right to the town, that is it.
Look,
And
this
goes
then everyone's gonna-
Kenton
the
or
guard's gonna
Kenton?
kill it.
Kenton.
No, it's Kenton. Okay, fine.
So we take this sort of roundabout thing where we head, to the east, circle up around to the north, and we make it back into the city. No issues.
Shouldn't we head to the west and then hook around the city? There's a cave right there.
I mean, I said north because we left north. So keep the facade that we were coming from north.
We're coming from nowhere to the north.
Regardless, okay, well, we enter the town, yeah?
Yes, and we enter back into Holen.
Yeah, let's get Lady to the church and...
Yeah,
They don't have
Temple
healing
of
magic
Galar.
at the church, though.
And then, of course, I will, state that I was the one healing her. With the righteous guy.
So we go ahead and take her to the temple?
Yeah.
Get her into a bed or something, yeah.
Let me grab.
I'm shooting
their
crossbow.
tokens,
You.
'cause they're new.
Yeah, She looks so familiar to this ore, dude, just gotta say.
Well, Not everybody needs their own unique portraits.
Like, you know how hard it is to find good art?
The
True,
problem
fair,
that I
fair.
run into is that I have so much art stuff on here. I have to delete things that I have. I run
Fair.
2 games, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, we take him to the Temple of Palor, and Or is there.
I'm gonna mention to Aura that maybe he should get the leader of this town. What's her name again?
Geoffrey.
think it was
Jeffroa.
I'd like to think that everybody just said something slightly different right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
what I said was quite different. I said guacamole.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll be honest. I'll be like, I'm bad at names, but we do have Alistair here that was required to help, and but we also do have a wounded here we met along the road, and our friend here, Kenton. That's the name.
Alistair?
Yes?
Just saying, don't tell people who you are for the time being. Okay, like if you go to like the inn or something, if they ask, like, don't tell them where you are coming from or who you are, right? Like I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, but I just still need to say you are coming from a plague city. People are going to like burn you at the stake
I suppose that's fair enough.
for a while at least, for a few days.
Sure. All right. I'll come up with an alias.
Serial.
You look like a Bob.
You can call me Ballister.
Ballister. Yes.
I love it. Ballaster.
But jokes
Li-
aside, I'll take that into consideration. Likely I'll be sort of out of sight, out of mind for a while. I'll have to spend some time setting up some sort of workshop, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if we're done handing over our 2 orphans, I suppose we should go see Jeffroya.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Jeffroya.
Geoffrey.
Jeffrey. I'm still keeping Tyka nearby. Just saying.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
did
how
not
about this?
move him.
Before we... Alright, no, let's go talk to Geoffrey first. Let's do that. We'll deal with the Cobalt later.
All right, so where do we go to attempt to find Jeffroya?
Her manor, obviously.
They're the wonderful, ruined, good-looking manor.
Fair enough. All right, give me one. Ooh.
The place we could easily have broken in.
Hopefully the
Yeah.
guard. Hopefully the guard will be a bit friendly now that we're big shots.
Big shots.
Oh yeah. We're big boys now.
You're my man. Yeah.
Hold on.
It's a funny guard, of course. I missed this dude.
Yes, I believe
I-
his name was Mr. Dick in
Yes, of course. What do you think, Grimkar? I think we have good. I think we're pretty good friends with all the guards. Just around the land so far.
Yeah.
Not with the guards, really? You've had
Minor issues has been overcome in the past.
sure. Jorgen didn't think you were terrible, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We
Jorgen
did not
liked
think we're
them.
terrible. It was only like the other town six guards. Like the east town part of the guard. Those were dicks. The west towns were cool guys.
Right.
Alright, is the lady at home?
She is, and she comes forward, presently to see you. Ah.
It's not here. Where is she?
Yeah, where is she?
She's
Why is
invisible.
Why is she so slow?
She just cost invisibility.
She's
Also, why is
apparently
she
real small. Yeah, I have no idea
Yeah.
why.
I'm gonna assert my dominance.
T-pose right in front of her.
Yeah.
Alistair, you made it. I trust the travel was quick and pleasant. He sort of grumbles. It was all right. There were a few
as you say that,
misunderstandings. Go ahead.
gonna rip out the funny crossbow bolt I have forgot to remove earlier.
You've had it in you the entire time.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, I didn't notice that I crossed adrenaline.
That was like 8 hours ago.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like,
still.
you're super infected at this point.
It's fine. I'll take
mean,
care of
like,
it with
like-
healing.
Tuck in the armor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just gave him quite a bruise.
Yeah, bruising. Yeah, I'm gonna rip it out and drop it. And be like, yeah, well, I mean, minor inconveniences, as they say.
Just but a flesh wound.
It's just with the flesh wound.
Alistair comes in.
Your Highness, if I might inquire, who did you tell about this Alistair person, and like you were to make him come up here?
What do you mean?
I mean, there were some talks of ambushing bandits, but along the road that were waiting for people to come from south. But they were not just robbing people; they were waiting for a specific person. We don't know who yet, but considering the troubles that our town had been suffering lately, it just fits, like the right side's true.
Well, I don't exactly know anything about that. I mean, of course, the talk's been free about it. Why wouldn't we tell the townspeople that we'd be getting, an established apothecary?
That is coming from a plague city. I cannot imagine why you wouldn't want to do such thing. That is correct. I apologize. I'm such a dumb creature. I facepalm.
I laugh.
Yeah. I hope you can learn the errors of your ways in the future.
Yeah. How could I be so stupid?
I think we're done here then. Thank you for
Wait,
your
are we?
service.
There's a
What
payment.
about payment?
Jorgen will pay you.
No, that
And
was
Jorg is loaded, apparently.
Yeah, I'm give a fine shrug. Oh, also, I'm pointing to Taika. He's with us now, so don't have any guards kill him, please. Thanks. Huh?
We'll see
Okay.
how to address the vermin later.
I'll give a nod.
I mean, you wouldn't attack someone else's property, would you now?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not our property. You can't own
It is
people.
our
But this is
property.
to protect them. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like if it's property, it's protected.
Yeah,
Also,
slavery-
you would not
slavery's
even
legal.
know where a tailor lives, would you?
Oh my
True. Yeah, the tailor.
It's for
She more or
Important
less
reason.
turns at this point, and walks further into the manor along with
I
Alistair.
give I raise my arrows and be like mutter under my breath, be like bitch. I turn to
Jorgen's
Jorgen and be
raised
like,
on the spot.
I turn to Jorgen.
Can I get a curse silently check, please?
Curse silently.
I'm
okay. Maybe next time, don't be a dick to the
Person who's
mistress
paying
of the
us?
town, even if she's a dumb fuck.
Ugh.
Wait, why are you calling the very competent ruler of this town a dumb fuck? That was uncalled for.
No. I said in a hypothetical world.
Especially, you don't want to do that in front of the guards. I mean, that was... What are you thinking, Trium?
I look at Jorgen and be like, hey, can we just get our payment? I need to knock back a few beers,
Give me a few moments.
Alright.
He heads back in about 10
So,
15 minutes later. He
500
comes
gold
back
per
out.
person, right?
10-15 minutes later?
Yeah.
We killed the
What
other
is he
guy.
like bringing one coin out at a time?
I mean, maybe he doesn't know how to count or something.
I'm gonna be like super bored and just like swing my whips around, chain whips around. That's how like wait around.
You ever fired your gun up into the air and gone but yes, eventually he does come back and he sort of takes time and he counts the money into your hands. This is obviously something that he's not necessarily used to doing. It's not like he's stupid or not used to counting, but it's not his money. It's not even necessarily something that should be his job. You get sort of the feeling that he's slightly resentful for having to do it, like a common paymaster or whatever. But he does count out 50 gold into, each of your hands.
Oh, we all get 50 gold?
Yeah, that was the arrangement.
Nice.
You don't think like we would risk our lives for like 12 gold per person, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we would.
Sometimes I underestimate your guys' competency as well. Apologies, my bad. How could I be this stupid again?
I'll be back in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Alright, no worries.
Yeah,
I mean,
go for that as well. Then.
take the
I
money.
think for this party's sake, I'm going to retire Adiel into be our accountant. So, like, we are not going to be making stupid mistakes with our money because I see this party making lots of stupid mistakes with their money.
Nah, what are you talking about? Stupid mistakes? Nah. We will never. I use my money the most proper way that there can be imaginable.
Hear me out.
Chain spikes?
Chain spikes.
Hey, they do look awesome though. Just saying, and if you do look awesome, then it's worth the money.
I mean, let me just say this. They have over 200 gold stored here, apparently. I mean, this place is not well guarded.
I
mean, to be fair, you don't know how it's guarded. This might be...
I'm back.
True. But we giving a good quick scout, we can tell that there's only 8.
Yeah, I have a... I mean, like...
but the money gets handed
Like,
out. So I'm gonna make some small talk with Oregon and be like, I mean, you clearly can afford to pay us. And I can see there's a lot needs to be done with the mansion, but I haven't seen any construction workers around here either. What's up with that?
I mean, there are people working on this stuff.
Oh, there are. Okay.
I'm not bringing a million silly tokens on.
No, sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are actually people working here.
Yes.
I guess. Okay, fine.
Presumably, they're working more on the inside, however, than the outside.
True. Sad.
I have returned, by the way.
Okay. Well, we get our money. I flipped the 2 copper coins. I flipped the attacker earlier again to him. This time I hope he catches it.
As far as I know, he's still bound.
He's not bound.
We unbound him when we got
I'm gonna go to
him?
Taka.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Taka and pat him on the shoulder, just give him an understanding nod, and I'm going to put 2 gold points into his pocket.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ!
that's a lot.
Shit.
Well, I mean, if he did that, then I mean, he paid him. That's fine.
Thank you. What?
All right, I'm gonna say in common, thank you. Then I'm gonna say, that's what it means in common, thank you. You say that to people when they give you money, okay? Just so you start learning.
He repeats it.
Thank you.
Again, thank you. But, what happens now?
We let him go. We
No.
tell him, we give him his 2 gold, and we be like, look, you came from this way, go back to your people.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not releasing him.
Here's what's gonna happen,
100%
Taka.
not keeping this as a slave.
We're gonna hire you mentors, people that
actually
can
a serf.
teach you. We're gonna find people who can teach you the ways of sword and shield. We're gonna teach you magic. We're gonna make you a bona fide adventurer.
Yeah?
We're just gonna make him be the whole party. All right, Taka, go kill this dragonfly.
Just funnel every resource into him. Just make him
Just make him
super
your
kobold.
champion.
Full plate cobalt armor. Oh my god.
We're gonna turn him into Pun Pun.
Okay, we got our mascot sorted.
We're not keeping the kobold.
We should go to the inn now, though. Like since we have our money, I think someone is itching for some booze.
True.
If the kobold, you can get the kobold choice. Maybe if it super wants to stay with us, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
I'm not forcing
Okay.
anyone.
Well, no, I'm saying this kobold because I mean, as far as the kobold knows, you're still gonna kill it if it tries to leave. Tell the kobold that like if it wants to stay with us, then maybe it can. But like, we're
Right.
not holding it hostage.
I mean,
Well,
that's not my
fine.
call. That's Nitron's call.
All right, well
True.
then tell Nithrin to tell this thing that it's not hostage anymore.
Nitron, I think it's better that
Jorgen
he's not a
speaks
hostage.
up.
Mhm.
I see you have some issues right now, but perhaps the very steps of the lady's manor is not the place to have this conversation.
Shut up, Jargon.
I forget that this was supposed to be a lady's palace. Apologies. I cannot imagine why I would think that. I'm so stupid.
I give a chuckle, and I clasp Jorgen's hands and be like, "Thank you, Jorgen. You've been much help, of course."
Oh,
I
so you're-
just leave. I
Jorgen,
just
for all of
leave.
your help, here, take this, and I'm going to give him like a gold coin. That's like a week's payment for like a guard. You know, you facilitate some things.
I mean, he's
and
certainly
stuff.
not going to turn it down.
I'm not
I mean,
asking
I'm
anything.
not-
This is not a bribe. This is appreciation for
Right,
all
right.
of the help that they're giving.
Which is what
And
I
I-
assumed.
And I'm just gonna say, like, you're also my favorite guard by right now, Jorgen. Keep it up.
I mean, literally, you are the only guard that I know the name of.
Shh. My minor inconveniences. Okay, well, we're heading to the funny tavern, I guess.
You know that I am one of the captains of the guard, yes?
Wait,
This man
we have,
doesn't
we have
really-
we have enough guards that it warrants a captain now. Wow, that's progress.
Several.
Damn. That's
Damn, wait,
good.
hold on. That means you can actually chase down the bandits as they're in the woods, right? Before I leave.
Bandits
Yeah,
in
get
the
it.
woods?
Yeah?
Yep.
You're talking about earlier.
Weren't you here that we were talking about it like literal 15 minutes ago? You were just like
Yeah.
right next to the.
Since it seems like unable to like understand what happened, I'm gonna step back up then.
I
Up
don't
the
want
stairs
you
and
to
be like,
take this the wrong way, but you all talk a lot. Very rapidly.
Can we offer Jargon to join the party?
okay, well, I return up the steps and I'll be like, to tell Jorgen, I'll be like, wait, you haven't heard that, you know, your hunters are getting attacked in the forest? Almost killed, actually?
I
Like,
assume you're talking about a recent event. In which case,
Yeah.
no, we have not been informed of it.
well, what's his name again? I think it was, let me know, you know,
Kenton.
Funnily
Kenton,
enough,
yeah, Ken-
we were aware of some issues with some kobolds, and he sort of takes a hard glance towards Taka.
I'll straight up say,
It's been-
those issues have been permanently resolved.
Not
I don't
really.
know
They're still out there.
permanently.
They're still out there.
Oh yeah, no, permanently.
Temporarily resolved.
We just
Half
feel like
of them
I-
have been permanently resolved. That's a great way
We
to
do not
put
know
it.
that that's your half all the kobolds.
He did state us how amount of them were in the
I mean,
camp, didn't
he
he?
said more than 10, but he
Yeah.
didn't know how to count more than 10.
Exactly.
So it
We
can be
killed a few.
5,000.
Yeah,
We
okay.
killed like a few, like 6 or so.
He
Yeah.
sort of looks at you all, sort of talking one over the other, and nods. Right. Well, thank you for that.
I show the kobold ears that I like plucked.
Did you actually take the kobold ears?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Silence.
why not?
RPG 101.
Yeah.
You always
I'm
think
so tempted to go. We
ear.
also found this box and just open it again.
Let's
Okay,
go to the end. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll,
I'll,
like a grenade.
no, okay, well, they, you know, head to the inn. I'm gonna, you know, finish talking with Jorgen, and I straight up tell him, I mean, like, but there was also some bandits, you know, with Kenton and Locke, which I saved, by the way. She was dying. You can, you know, ask him later yourself. But I would say maybe you should, you know, have somebody sort them out, because hunters dying, hunters being killed, trade interruption. I'm just saying, maybe you should bring it up to, you know, your lady here.
will go and have a word with Kenton, you said.
Uh-huh. And Locke, she's at the temple.
And Laka.
Yeah.
Loxy.
Loxy! Right, yeah.
Loxy.
Yeah, right. I convey my goodbyes and I head to the inn as well.
Alright.
Funny how I'm supposed to be the social character, but I do the least talking.
Yeah, it's fine, it's
You guys
fine.
just fuck it up so much. Like, there's no way to salvage it.
Nah.
So again, you guys can pull sort of yourselves on. As you wish.
Yeah, we're at this table, I guess. The big
It's
table.
midday-ish. There's a fair number of people sort of here in the inn. There's a lot of drinking going on. There isn't so much eating.
Like an abnormally, like a party or something?
Abnormally, sure. Like a party, no so much. Again, what you would assume is that these food problems are starting to be big issues.
Okay, I see.
Not everyone can afford bear, and so they're doing what they can at the moment, which, you know, the drinks at the moment are at least not in short supply.
What about the eggs? Are eggs in short supply?
Eggs are definitely in short supply.
Eggs are still in short supply. I'm gonna. Ah, goddamn.
It's only been about 2 or 3 days since that thing happened, so.
The egg incident, as they call it. That's a shame. I mean, I see Darren here. Is he like actually here, or?
Darren is in here, yes.
Okay.
When you come in, Andre speaks up.
He's like, goodbye.
This isn't for me. The danger, the uncertainty, the things,
You
it's
should
not
instead
for
have
me.
left it at the side of the road.
I think I'm just going to take my gold and bow out.
That's fair. So
And
I
Really
give him a
so,
clasp on the hand and be like, "You're gonna be missed, brother."
He's gonna be the final boss one day.
Yeah, the fine was true.
if
Is
you
there?
need something, I could probably help you out of a sense camaraderie.
Hear me
But
out. Let's give Andre the kobold, and they can go on their own.
No,
adventure.
no.
We can't give Heliconia to him, you know.
Alright, give me the kobold, and I'll go on my own adventure.
oh goodness.
You know, I tell him that he will be sorely missed and that it's been great having him around with a
single
tear
tear.
in my eye as I roll bluff
Uh,
and get 22.
He certainly
know who's
believes
under.
you.
Touched.
He does the same
Stuck.
thing. He even brings it in for a
He
little
bluffs
bit of
back.
When he sort of goes off on his own.
fucking crocodile tears 100.
Bluff 100.
Yeah, it will.
Okay,
On
so
that
now that
note-
Andre has painstakingly or heartbrokenly left us, what are we doing about kobold?
We keep him.
We're
I'm
not
keeping him.
Keeping the kobold.
We keep.
Ow.
You might not, but me and Ideal here will keep him, right?
We're not kobold slavers.
He's not gonna be a.
it's
Well, I
not
have
a
no
slaver.
idea. Yeah.
He
He's,
is literally a slave right now.
He's a serf under the impression of slavery because, well, that's the
He's
only way we
specific.
could probably keep him in here.
Like, he knows that he's not a slave and he's getting paid, but, like, we tell people that he is so they don't kill him. Right, Tucker?
We're not. I don't want to. We're not being associated with slavery.
Well, I mean,
People not ask.
I just want to tell you that in these lands, slavery is literally what drives the entire country.
Okay, but like, just because this land has slavery does not mean that we are slavers.
Look, we're not slavers because He said thank you.
Well,
Like
then,
it's.
hear me out.
I don't speak
Offer the
Draconic, but I'm
kobold.
pretty sure he said thank you. So
Offer the kobold to leave or stay with us. And if it wants to leave, tell it it can just leave. And if it
So
wants
a
to stay with us,
loud
it can
crash
stay with us.
comes to the door. And a big man, larger than life, strolls through, and he says, "Oi! Do you have beer here?"
I look and I shout towards him. We got beer here, my friend.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like,
My
oh,
God.
let's kill the guy.
It's giant. I'm gonna nod to the barkeep and be like, I like this dude already.
Is
Let's
he
knock some
actually
beers
this
back.
big?
I don't
Thank
like
you.
this guy already.
I
8 foot tall, 400 pound, fucking
What the
giant of a man, like covered in pelts, blood. Don't mind the skulls or the bones, or the jawbones dangling, and then also don't mind the great axe strapped on his back, as large as any one of you. As he kind of comes in and says, "Barkeep, I need beer. It's my thirst." He like pounds his like beer gut belly. Thirst. Yeah. And he says, "Y'all look fun." He plops down right next to y'all. And, and they like completely ignoring like close space, quote unquote, because obviously this room, it's all close space to them. So he literally like almost sits on Tarka.
He sort of
Okay.
scrambles out of the way just very quickly. I gotta grab the token.
Yeah, I mean, I'll sit next to him and Taka comes
Up
next
to
to me.
the
There we
other
go, yeah.
side. Eventually, one of the servers comes up to you. Obviously, you would not know who this person is, but everyone else knows it as Ice. Apologies, sir. We don't have any seats for giants. But
He like kicks this like dinky little fucking sinks out of the way, just like fucking, "It's all right. I'm growing accustomed of these little man seats and these little bed houses." And he like kneels down and he's just like, "Taking a knee is all what it is. Oh, aren't you a pretty little thing?"
well, yes. Drinks. We have.
Whatever this starts out with, and just like 3 gold pieces.
Oh, yes, yes. She takes the money and she goes back.
I'm gonna, turn towards this unknown giant man and be like, "You're pretty big, so surely, where are you from?"
Ah, my large heart is broken. By why can't you see me and think not of Hopenkanking?
What?
Ah, yes, of course. How foolish of you to not know Ufunganki. Do you know that the greatest warriors in the land come from there?
Pardon my accent. Oak. Hunking.
Yes, indeed. That's exactly what I said. I have a bit of an accent as well, but I've lost it. Not that I'm from there, of course, but pardon me if my pronunciation is a bit
What?
odd.
What? He leans down. Okay, now I can hear you better. Jesus, don't they feed you, actually? What the hell? You all are so small. Oh, this is so sad times that we live in these days, where children are so tiny and malnourished. The land is suffering indeed.
I said, like, I acting surprised. Me, malnourished. Have you looked at these large spiked chains? Like, I mean, like, I would think that maybe it will even be fitting for you to use maybe one day.
not quite in the chains myself, but the ladies back home, they like the hair pulling and the furs and stuff like that, and the flogging sometimes. But chains, they were into that.
Yeah, give a nod at me, like, well, so you're from this great land of Oris, but what brings you here to this town? Are you another traveler on the long road?
Weird.
Traveler, that all right. Well, I guess new profession in traveling, I do say myself. But that's a good old story that I need beer with. Fuck.
So after a few moments, the server comes back and she gives you at least 3 things of mead in front of you. More will be coming later, but you understand, yes?
We'll have to like take 2 cups of in one hand and like
BRB.
blend it down, and then it like splashes all over his fucking face, and like but he's so it splashes on poor Tan, and like and then like all over the table, and he just like oh no, take your time. A giant's life and heart is as long as the waves and winters that he hails from. Yes, something like that. I need more beer.
Ah, I can see you're a man of culture, a poet, perhaps.
Me? Fuck no. I'm a man of this thing behind me. And he like takes his fucking huge ass great axe and just like, I hope nobody was eating on the table, because when he slams it down, it's just fucking this 24-pound fucking like on the table that stretches out across. He's like, that is why I live. Oh, that right there. This, and he like brings up his like muscles and then like takes another of one of the last remaining like drinks and just like chugs it down, like slams it onto the table. Oh, that and this. So, what about you? Or y'all look like adventurers. Y'all look like a fun time. What y'all do?
I've discovered Victory Bridge.
Got any cool stories?
Oh.
Well, I got one. So, there I was. Came down for a little fun. Well, me and the boys, we did. Yeah.
Oh,
Doing what we do, Viking and whatnot. And then, all of a sudden, those fucking... those stone faces. Yeah. It's a shitty name, but that's what they call themselves. They came up on us and started making trouble. Stone faces. Bunch of granite spines, little fucking fiends. Anyways, they came and started making trouble. We were just fresh from a fight. Cowardless bastards they are. And started coming in our arse real hard, just like how your mom likes it. And then as they started coming, we fought back, but our forces were split, and I got split off from the rest of them. Had a little bit of heat.
I have returned.
Looking back on it.
We had a little heat in my battle, and when I chased off after somebody, I was plumb lost, to be honest. A little bit, from the bloodlust and whatnot. But couldn't find my folks again. Tried tracking them, but they done headed home, I suppose. So I just took up my shit and came here. Well, here as in the closest place nearby, at least.
Well, I mean, I just want to point out that if this man can't find his way back home, what hope does Taka have of finding his way back home?
Oh, well, we came from a long way. Oh, I would have had big boats. Well, at least one that was better.
How long have you been traveling?
Oh, well, it takes about a year, more or less.
You would have been sailing for quite some time. I mean, it would probably be in months or so that you had been on sea before you got where you got.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the first town you ended up at?
Yeah, I mean, the world, you can't believe just how big it is. Bigger than me. Can you believe that?
It's pretty big.
It's pretty
It's
damn.
what I know of it.
I mean, I think it's big, but compared to y'all, like, y'all must be just like two rat shits on the back of a horse's ass or something.
Yeah, it's twice as big for us, actually. That's how it works.
Yes.
We're question.
It takes us 2 times longer to get anywhere.
We're question. Y'all aren't into eating like rat shit, are y'all?
No. Nor are
Okay,
we
good.
into keeping slaves.
Stone faces are. Oh, what? Y'all aren't? Oh, well, I guess down here they don't do that much though.
Not in this
As
local
I'm-
group. We don't do that. Isn't that right, Nitherin?
Huh? I'm
Yes.
looking around, just like sort of like lost in thought for a second. Sorry, what was the question?
I said,
I believe
we're-
you said something about y'all here don't keep slaves.
We don't keep slaves now, but we do keep paid serfs, you could call it, right? You know, they have a master, and they of course get paid rightfully.
Yes. A mascot.
Mascot, rather, yeah.
not our mascot. Oh my god.
Wait, who's the man? Wait,
I know you know, lift Taka up on one hand. You know, from like, you know, under his feet. I mean, like,
He's
Here we
certainly
go.
not wild about being lifted up.
that thing? I thought that little thing. See, here I thought that y'all was so starved that y'all was having to keep little, like rabbit creatures to boil up in a stew later.
I give a chuckle at that, and I mean, the rabbits do taste pretty good, but I don't think this person will.
I mean, if you put enough, you know, carrots in it, and enough onions, enough cabbage, and also just some like plenty of blood, all the blood in there, and then you like wash it down with their brains. That's so good.
I give a chuckle. I mean, like, okay, but well, you said you just arrived right in town, and unfortunately for us, a friend of ours actually found the work we do be doing too dangerous, you could say, and that's
What?
a shame to hear.
Dangerous.
Indeed,
Well- If it's not dangerous, then I'm not hard. And he pats his fucking loins.
and I say, well, you seem like a mighty strong fighter, I will assume, correct, right?
And they call me dumb. Am I right? He like nudges like the plant person next to him.
I like try to keep my balance.
So, I mean, why don't you know where to perhaps, join us, just do some work, and we'll see where it leads. After all, there is plenty of fighting around to see.
I mean, it's like, listen, like I'm gonna have to ask you right now.
Hmm.
Are you?
Like, if I can say something.
Oh, hold up. I have something very important to ask. Are you a magic man?
I'm a worshipper of the god in the heavens. A war god. He has shown me the way of how to do proper war.
I
On the
knew it.
battlefield.
It's like you took your eyes and stared right through my brain hole because I was literally going to just follow y'all around and stick with y'all and be like kind of, well, y'all say not slaves, but I would have adopted you whether or not you wanted to be a
A fellow adopter.
Wait, maybe you are magic yourself too. I have a test for this. Grim, is there like
Okay,
metal
he
mug or
starts, like-
something?
Gets up and it starts like undoing his pants. Like it's like, oh, I guess not. And then like you say like that, and he's like, oh, nope, okay.
There would definitely be like trays of metal, but the mugs are more wooden.
Alright,
Like you can find metal around. That's
okay.
not an issue.
Wait, what was your name, big guy?
Oh, my name is Yarborg, eater of skulls.
Yeah, Eater of Skulls. That works well. That describes you, I suppose. Okay. Focus on this metal tray and think it's getting heated up. Think real hard. This might prove that you have magic.
He says,
Well, this tray,
and he like looks down at the.
Like I'm pointing like any metal tray around.
Okay. Then he looks down at a tray on the table and he's like, puts his fist in his sides. And he's like, all right.
I'm gonna cast Matter Agitation on the tray. So it's gonna start heating up, like in like 10 seconds or so. It's gonna like start glowing whitish.
He looks at you
Then I'm
as
gonna
you do
stop.
your funny speak.
I don't do any fun speak. There's no components to this.
Oh, it's not. All right.
I
Yeah,
basically
just
don't do anything.
concentration.
Yeah. Let's see where this goes.
You have magic.
So if you are holding
And
the tray,
with that, I'm going to take my leave because I like you guys, and if you guys keep like hanging around in the town, find me. I'll help you in any way that I can. But I'm a city boy. The roads are not fucking for me. I didn't think that it was going to be this much fighting. If you need help with gems, psionic matters, or accounting problems, find me and we'll figure out something. Alright?
I give a nod and I clap your hands around and be like,
Adiel, you've been a great friend. It's gonna be so bad to miss you. I hope we see you soon. I hope, we can hang out and share stories again.
You thought we were friends?
I most definitely did, and
the most
it's going to
wow.
be really hard
I mean,
to
like,
not have you
here's the
around.
thing. I don't sense motive because I'm already convinced that every word that you're uttering is a lie. Like, you don't need sense motive for that. It's called sarcasm.
It's fine. You can take a +10.
No, I have plus 50 against sarcasm. Adil is made of sarcasm.
no.
Like,
Uh,
yeah. But yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm sad that you thought we were friends. I'm like friends with Nitron and perhaps Siliconia, but yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. You're,
Deep
the
cuts.
thing I'll miss the most about you is your sense of humor.
Yep, I can imagine. Well, with that, I'm going to take my leave, folks. Like I said, you can find me in the blacksmith or something. I'm probably gonna rent some place with the money that I make. Probably like open some shop or something. Yep, yeah. You guys have a good day. And Taka, behave. I see. The draconic.
He's- He like walks over, and then like swings his arms down to give you a big bear hug.
You know, I can cast Mental Agitation and kill you.
A big bear hug.
I give a lap and then like you clap to him on the back. It leaves us.
All right, good thing that I'm leaving
What's
at the
up
right
here, man?
time. And I'm gonna go and like start like Adil is gonna go and start like sitting with Darren, assumedly speaking to him something. Just change parties, change the NPC team.
Take the kobold with you, please.
No, like I stay.
He is the kobold now.
Oh my gosh.
That's not true.
Time to change portraits.
So ADL and Darren chat for a little while. And eventually Darren, who sort of, I'll re-show, handouts for everybody and whatnot. He steps over and he sort of says loudly to your party, so you're getting some new recruits in and all that, sort of changing some faces, yeah?
I mean, I look at him and be like, well, of course, not everybody can handle the danger of the
No,
road.
no,
but
of course, I understand. It's certainly
Who's
not the
saying that?
easiest thing.
What's talking right now?
Well, me, you big lug! Turn around! Voices don't just come from your arsehole, do they?
Well, I mean, I'm taking shits as big as you.
I bet you have. But look,
Yeah, some can't take the danger, I guess. Of some get queasy when they see a man's guts fall out of his ass, and the screams whenever I peel the skin away from their faces. They just get so faint, even though it say, Yorberg, stop, he's dead. Like, oh man. Yeah, some of them just can't handle the laugh of Vakening. I mean, Aventrin, that's what I mean.
right.
I need more beer.
I mean, around about this time, you would be getting more beer. I'm assuming you're getting
exactly.
beer back and forth for 3 golds worth. The tavern is nothing if honest. But I know of someone who might be looking to fill in some slots for you.
Be like, look at Dan and be like, oh, really? Well, why don't you send us, send the person our way? I mean, we love to make new friends and fellow warriors that can join us in battle.
Well, I mean, I could go out and could go looking for him, but I don't think I will. Luck should have it, though. This happens to be pretty much the only inn in town, and before too long, I'm sure he'll show up. And in walks.
Okay, but who are they? Will they just approach us?
Well, look, when I see them, I'll talk to them. But again, funny coincidences happen. There he is right there. Sender!
Huh?
Come over here. This is the lot that I was talking about before.
Oh, Darren, you were here.
I'm always here.
You're quite a drunkard, yeah.
I'm not exactly a drunkard, mind you. I'd like to think of myself as more of a purveyor of fine alcoholic, maybe not so fine alcoholic beverages the world round.
No,
and enjoying a good beer. Okay, on occasion.
The word that you're looking for is much simple. It's just alcoholic.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why use such a simple word when you can stretch it out a little bit? Either way,
I'm a simple man. When I see alcohol, I upvote.
These are the lot that I'm talking about, and things just so happen. Apparently they happen to be hiring right now. I suppose they're hiring or accepting walkers on. And he sort of gives Yarborg a quizzical look.
I'd walk on. He's like thinking of something was like fucking dirty as shit. I pounded another beer.
Cinder is like a 5 feet tall, like a dwarven, stocky build. But instead of being a dwarf, he's covered with scales and has draconic features.
Are you really a dwarf if you're 5 feet tall?
I am like when I go to the right, I get a little bit bigger. I was like 4'10" before that.
So you're 5 foot. Okay. Quite
Yeah.
short.
Excuse me.
I mean, for a dwarf, that's pretty big.
Oh, you're a dwarf. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be dwarf before I become the dragonborn.
Oh, you were
Ah.
actually a dwarf. Interesting.
Yeah.
Ah.
Fair.
I mean,
Fair.
like
Fair.
you might or might not know that, but he's a dragonborn of kind of like a goldish hue and resembles like have some sort of like golden dragon features in horns and such. You might enjoy this, Nitron. On his like right arm,
Uh-huh.
there's a spike chain that is basically like spiraled all the arm as if like a makeshift armor, but it looks like it can be detached and like spiraled around to be able to use like a whip.
Clap my hands loudly as I see it. I mean, like a fellow user of the spiked chain. I applaud you.
This is
Yes.
just decoration.
Ah, well, I mean,
No, I use it.
yeah, of course.
The name is Cinder. I go by the Cinder in these spots. So, well, what
Yeah.
are your names? I need to be able to address you if
Are,
you're going to
are
conduct
you like a
business.
fire thing? Can you breathe fire?
Oh,
First
also,
question.
he's wearing a big ass cloak, and he has like a very big hunch, almost like crippling sized hunch.
So wait, you're 5 foot while hunched, or is the hunch will make you shorter?
The hunch makes me wider, like on the backside, like. it
But you're
just
still
stretches
5
me.
foot whilst hunching.
Yeah, I'm like 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide. Like
Wow.
yeah, I'm like a cube.
I'm just a cube.
I'm gonna, look toward him, stretch out my hand and say, like, my name is Nitron. I'm a worshipper of the spike chain god, the holy man, of course.
Alright, I mean, if you are going with the religion, it's kind of weird that the first thing that you say to a person that you just met is your religion. That's quite weird, but if you go by that,
Hey.
I guess I'm a devout of an Asgoroth. Yeah.
I know that. I mean, like, of course, but it's important that we all are open about the religion, of course. You know.
That's kind of fucked up. Okay, what about you, funny looking man? I
There's
tell
two
the
funny
dream.
looking men here.
I tell the dream. I mean,
No,
the dream
I'm
is
back.
very attractive.
Yeah, this got back.
The lizard speaking to you.
Not lizard,
Or
dragon, mind you.
Or
Before I like.
I'm nudging him. I'm nudging him.
What?
And I'm pointing to
What is your fucking name, sir, if you don't mind?
I am Trion Bianco. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Cinder.
Cinder.
Cinderella.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Not very masculine. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Ella is my given name. Cinder is my basically taken name, so to speak.
And a very well selected name indeed.
Yeah, they call me Ella the Cinder or Cinderella,
Oh,
depending on the region.
Well, I think my customs would compel me to call you Cinderella. So it's a
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you, Cinderella.
I mean, I go by different names whatever region that I go. In some places they know me by Cinder. In some places they know me by Umber. So yeah,
Red
Brilliant.
man.
and this plant look lady.
Ugh.
What are you?
I'll just sort of like the dragon thing I've done, and I'll just say, my name is Heliconia. What are you exactly?
I'm a dragonborn. I'm a creature that is gone through a rebirth to chase the excellence of the draconic nature.
You look like something that would be terrorizing the countryside more than sitting in a tavern.
Not all dragons are bad. There are some good dragons. Sort of like some of my best friends were dragons. I dated a dragon in high school. I don't know why you are making such assumptions.
I'm gonna speak draconic. I mean, like, it's been very, very long since I've seen one of your kind. Many years actually.
Like we are not that. There is not much. There's not many people who is selected and given the rights for the rebirth. So yeah, we are kind of there.
Give a note, of course.
Who is this little fella?
So if there's ever a lull in the conversation, Taka would sort of slide over to you, Cinder, and sort of sheepishly tug at your elbow, your clothes. When you turn to get his attention, he looks up to you. Are you a dragon?
I am going to unbuckle my cloak thingy, and I'm going to drop it, which is going to reveal the wings. I'm going to like stretch a little bit. What were you saying?
Oh my gosh! And he just sort of sits transfixed on you, his mouth sort of open.
What was it, Kobold? What do you need? That's my draconic voice.
Sure.
In the meantime, I just kind of slip past Pelaconia to get the fuck away from those madmen.
Like we gotta like smother you with.
Here, I'll shift over so you can shift back.
It's like, oh god, he's got wings.
Oh gosh, getting closer.
Are these men hurting you?
Yes,
no,
please.
they're paying me.
No,
They did what?
Out of here.
Look, they gave me gold.
Good. Now give it to me. I'll keep it safe for you.
He
Oh
does.
my gosh.
I mean, you're a kobold. I'm a dragon. With your help, I make a horde.
I'm gonna give a cough and be like, we come now.
To whom?
What do you mean?
It's like in Draconic and be like,
I'm keeping the coin safe. They are going to steal from him. They don't look good to the kobolds in these parts, if you don't notice.
well, I mean, maybe because, you know, they've been robbing a few people. So,
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like if they see him with gold, like if they see him in a desolate situation, they might just be grumpy about it, but they move along. But if they see him doing good, they will get jealous and they're going to harbor resentment, and there will be pitchforks.
well, let's hope to bring a lot of pitchforks if that's the case, because I believe that protection is important. On that note, however, we kind of captured Taka way back then. Because
You let yourself get captured? Shameful. 10 push-ups.
He sort of snaps to. What's a push-up?
I'm gonna go onto the floor. Something like one-handed push-ups.
I mean, he would attempt to do what you say.
I'm
Roll a
going to
strength check
shape
for Taka.
Taka into like a first-level fighter, even if it's the last thing that I will do.
I want Taka to roll a strength check to see how well he does the push-up.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at it.
Like, I want this man to like roll 20 just definitely.
This is a
It's
gonna be a 20.
Dude,
gonna be
20
a 20.
minus 1.
It's gonna be a
You
20.
did very well.
Uh,
Oh, that was
I'm
still...
gonna.
He got a 19. 18
Damn.
minus 1.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good. Okay, this one shows promise. You train him well.
I show promise.
You can make a dragon out of you.
Ah!
I give a chuckle and be like, yeah, if you stick around, Taka, you might actually become something other than, you know, a robber that will just be beaten around, you know.
I nudge Heliconian and ask him what are they doing.
I have no clue. I'll just whisper, I have no clue back.
You guys
What is
suddenly
going
got,
on in this whole party?
this is what happened. You guys suddenly got outnumbered by jocks. Like there are 3 dogs, and there's two of you left.
Triumph's
This is
like
high
the only
school
normal
over
one
here.
left in this party.
Okay, so what was your name? Helicopter? Heliconia?
Helicopter. True, the helicopter.
Yes, indeed.
Helicopter. And the big guy is the Skull Digger?
I don't even know his.
The
Something
skull digger.
Digger
Skull,
Skuller.
skull man.
Do you guys like not see the name tags under everybody?
I don't see it
Not
under.
Don't see under anyone except like the pre-existing parties and
I
boxes.
see.
Yeah.
I see on everyone of like the PCs except Payton's character.
I don't see it on
Like-
him and Triumph.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
Okay,
Same.
it must just not
Yar
be
Brog.
the default.
Yar
There it
Brog.
goes.
Yeah,
So does
bro.
Yarborg.
So, okay, Darren spoke about you might have some business opportunities, so I came. I'm good at fighting. I kill things. I make things submit. I'm a good bodyguard. I'm also smart.
Indubitably.
I want to see like a wrestling match between Cinder and Yarbrog.
I mean, he's large. He's gonna win.
Sounds like a pussy to me.
Well, I mean, true. We do look for work. We did actually need two new companions to say the least because, well, they left because of danger ahead. They were a bit afraid. I mean, of course, people fear for their lives, but with us, I mean, as long as you have me around, I've saved multiple people on our short journey so far. So do not worry.
Alright. I mean, okay, DM. How much of like did Darren spoke about like the place's troubles? Like,
You would have been
regarding-
filled in pretty well.
Yeah, like the food, the owl bears, and
Yeah.
stuff.
He wouldn't have given you things that the party themselves does not know, because, I mean, obviously that's what he wants his job to be. But he would have filled you in what they have done and what is currently sort of on the table.
Owlbears.
So you guys want to go hunt some owlbears?
I mean, I was up for it long ago, but I mean, our other, people here around the table are not as. They haven't been having a good wish for that just yet,
Yes,
Fine.
I'm afraid Heliconia is a bit reluctant to go. Unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure you were also not wanting to go, Triumph.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm always up for a challenge.
Okay, so you
Against
lead on the
owlbears?
party, so into the den, and so you lead the party as the
Yeah,
vanguard.
Triumph. Why don't you show us where it is?
Well, I think tactically it's clearly a better choice to have the better armored people in front. I'll be happy to be on the second line, spotting any possible traps that they may have laid out for us.
I start removing my armor parts.
Darren
I mean, jokingly.
comes through and sort of sits at the head of the table. All right. We've had a little bit of fun for a bit of a time now. I think it's time we start to get down to business. So, I mean, first of all, congratulations. You did it. Talk around the town is already that there's some baluster or something around here. And so you've done your job correctly. Congratulations. I assume you got paid for this.
Yeah, we did.
Well, fantastic. I'll take my portion now then.
Yeah, how much was it again? I don't remember.
We didn't say much. It'll come
Give
out
us
to
some
like
amount.
2 gold per person, basically.
Okay, yeah, sure. 2 gold is fine.
We all had to pay this man 2 gold?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's 4%. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's less than it was originally going to be, even.
Alright, I'll flip him the 2 gold.
All right. And of course, he sort of starts staring at his fingernails. There may be a finder's fee for our new friend here, Cinder.
Oh, yeah, Well, Nithrid, how do you pay for the kobold as well? If he's part of the party as well.
I mean, he has gotten paid already.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you
like,
have to
here's
pay
the
two
thing.
gold
He didn't
for
get
each time.
paid. He didn't get paid.
He got like gifted. I mean,
Like, no, like he didn't get paid by the guard. So he doesn't have 50 gold to give 2 gold from.
yeah, exactly.
Well, he has 2 gold to give 2 gold from.
Ah,
But
I gave a
that's not
cough.
part of the 4%.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And he sort of stows the coins away. Tell me about what happened.
Well, on
Pretty
the
uneventful.
yeah, it was uneventful. The journey to the town was uneventful. There were some issues, of course, getting him to trust us enough. Alistair, that was. But eventually we got him going. But on the road, however, back we were ambushed, or like they tried to ambush us, you could say, by some kobolds, to say the least. That's how we got Take here.
Right.
However,
Wait, hold on. I'm a bit fuzzy on that last point. So you got ambushed by the kobolds, and now you've got a new pet?
Nithrin here decided to keep one as a slave.
I mean, surf.
Not a slave,
Paid
it's a
surf.
mascot.
Yeah, mascot, actually. now,
Right,
we
well,
made
this,
it
that, the other, column of A, column of B. I'm not one to brandy words. Keep him as a slave or whatever. A little bit of warning, though. They don't necessarily take very kindly to kobolds around here. They've been
Yeah.
operating for some time. But go ahead and continue. We can talk about that just a little bit later.
So what do you have for us?
We'll continue your story. Was that the end of it, or?
Pretty much.
I see.
Like, I mean,
Then
there
I
was a
suppose I
hunter.
owe you an apology. Before you left, I told you I thought there were men after your lives or something like that, but I guess nothing came of it, so... sorry to have you needlessly worry.
Well,
we did meet a couple hunters. They had, truth be told, they almost died, actually. From these said people, it seemed like.
supposedly
Indeed,
there
had
are people
been-
after us, but we never saw them or ran into them. Well, we maybe saw them, but we never ran into them.
All right. Well, look, a word of caution, just for you. Chances are, if they didn't make a move on that, they're still out there. There's still some sort of plan for it. I don't exactly know what you have all done, but you've pissed someone off.
Why have we pissed somebody?
I have no idea why anyone here could have pissed someone off.
I do.
Anyway,
I do. I mean, it's simple. Like, look at this town. This town is metaphorically under siege, and you are trying to break the siege. Like,
Indeed.
collectively as a group, you are trying to do that by doing good. If I'm sieging the town, I wouldn't like that, so I would want you out of the picture. 2+2.
that must be it. Yes.
Oh, what?
Or Trion here slept with someone's daughter.
Hey,
Nope.
he hasn't done it yet, and I mean, like, if he did, I would approve that. Just saying, a man of culture.
Thank you. Your friendship means a lot to me.
Oh, by what favor and fortune has fallen into my lap that I would come into almost adopting, quote unquote. He does quotes like quite literally.
Yeah.
Do you know how to write to know what the quotation was?
Exaggerated big ass fingers, like and like winking, to like more or less to Heliconia, and yeah, no slaves, quote unquote. But he's like, by what favor the gods have seen upon me that I would shack up with people who are hunted and hated. I will eat their brains out through a spoon. And why a spoon? It's because you can savor. I can't wait
I hope they find us soon.
Have you ever tried to kill a man with this spoon?
With
I
a
did-
spoon.
Yes, and
That
it
took
apparently
18 hours.
hurt more.
It hurts more.
It took 18 hours for me.
I got the reference.
First, you heat it up, and then you have their legs splayed across wide. And then you just go, and then before he goes in explicit details, more beer! Yes! And then gets taken away by just like chugging down more. Sparing
okay,
you very
so-
explicit, graphic, not suitable for children torture.
It's fine. I think I've got you.
I mean, my story was about like hitting someone with a spoon as a joke for 18 hours, and they just kill themselves. But sure, that works.
This other reference works as well.
It does
Yeah.
work very, very well in a very awesome way that hits the bottom of the table.
So
But,
sometime during your conversation, the three mercenaries have come in. They're obviously watching the party. Very specifically, they're obviously sort of watching Yarborg. Whether sort of a preconceived notion that some stuff's about to go down, or some, just observational. There's sort of a scene going on. They've come into the tavern. They've taken seats and have ordered some foods. Darren continues, however. So what are you lot sort of wanting to do right now? Are you looking to take a couple of days off, or are you trying to get right back into it? You've got some coin in your pockets.
I would say like maybe a single day, look for some new equipment, stuff like that, and then of course get back to it.
Is there any equipment to even be had in this town? Isn't there like nothing good?
There's not a lot, to be real honest with you.
Like you're not gonna find like masterwork stuff here.
Yeah, like weapons are sort of hard to come by. To be,
I can help if we buy the resources and like rent out a smith. I could make some armor because I do actually have some knowledge of that. But other than that, no,
yeah,
not so much we can do.
that is more of a long-term thing, though. Making armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say we get right into it. I need to get 5,000 gold before someone steals my idea.
either before we head out sometime. Excuse me. That I need to get more rations for the road and whatnot. Because this stuff technically wasn't mine, more or less. It's mine now, but I have what I have. So
It is what
that's
it
why
is.
Also, yeah, it is what it is.
True.
And he like good pounds out of the fucking cake, and then he's just like, okay.
Okay,
But
he's going
that's
to be
just me
useful.
speaking up. That's just me speaking up to you, at least. Since we're going to be. He like pounds his chest and like gives a thumbs up, and then like if you didn't like get it, then he like pounds his like great axe and like puts a thumb up, like yeah.
Yeah, I'll put
Kill
a thumb up.
Indubitably.
Whatever that means here.
Yeah. He sort of whispered it at the last.
It's into his cake here. Whatever that word is here.
You can probably ask the bartender to prepare some rations for you. I believe the bear meat is in
Well,
season.
I mean,
about that, we do. He's got the
Kirby
things. but-
almost taste as good as I won't say it here, but he's like you know what I mean. He like nudges the Helconia, and then he like lumbers on over to the barkeep.
Oh,
He's
Hell,
just
funny,
such a
I think he thinks you like as like some sort of plant or something like.
I mean, you don't nudge plants, but regardless.
I mean, he looks like the type that he would nudge plants. Same.
I have no comment to that.
But he's going to
But-
be useful.
Where's the nearest armor? I'm asking Taran. Like, where's like an actual city that has an actual like
there
smithy
is a-
with like weapons or armor or something like that?
Biggest city in North, right? If I recall correctly.
It would be east or west. There's not, and I think the east got ransacked.
East-
So,
Yeah, it's ransacked.
so the west is like the only place to go.
Yes.
We can go south, but
That's the
Plague.
plague city. We're not going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Worson's probably not the place for you right now.
So hear me out. Darren's got the owlbear thing lined up. I mean, we have two people who quite would love to go fight the owlbears. Why don't we try to fight owlbears, get the coin, and then just leave this place?
I mean, here's the thing. I'm definitely not against that, but here's the thing. This place is like leaking opportunity. Like literally, there's so much coin to be made here. Like this is now that the
There's only coin while the lady has coin, which we don't even know how much she
you
has.
know what I mean
There's
is like
no
I mean
credit here.
I mean like 3 months in the future, a year into future. I'm not saying tomorrow, but like now that the eastern port city is ransacked, this is going to be like the nearby towns up and north and south is going to get much more traffic, which means more people passing through this town to get those from the inland. So this place
Exactly.
is going to boom.
When tragedy hits, there's two kinds of people. You've got the people who cry, and you've got the people who sell tissues. We sell tissues. Did you get my meaning?
Yeah. In short, there's opportunity in all kinds of scenarios, and as much as I do help people on occasion, I do have to say, like, you know, I can't do everything for free.
Yeah, I mean, being nice to people is good because people are much more valuable than coin because, like, once you expend the coin, it's gone, but people has a chance to heal back up so you can use them again. So you want people to be good for you, like good with you.
When you say 10 SP for a day, is that 2 days? Because that's the shortest amount, Grimcat, technically speaking.
For a day.
Just kidding,
Send
yeah.
push
well-
a day's worth. Oh my god.
Like, yeah. And like he's a large creature, so he's probably eating like 2 people's worth of rations.
But I mean, does anybody actually know how to hunt at all?
I'm not good at it. Not gonna lie.
That's a shame. Well, I mean, I suppose that we
I'm
at least
actually
know.
bad at it.
Yeah, to take a day here, you know, just do relax maybe a couple days, and then we get back to it, guys. Maybe see if Darren has some work done.
Look, if you let me do my work, I can go out now and try to find something out for you to buy tomorrow. I mean,
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
is there just anything pretty much on the table for you lot?
Well, I mean, the three dudes, well, at least, you know, the bandit group that attacked the hunters and stuff. Maybe you could find some more information about that. You know, why they were ambushed at all.
Right. That might
Also,
take something a little while for me to come up, but like I'm just saying, you know, there is wild game out there. Could you lot go out hunting for it? I mean,
That works.
I don't think we're really hunters.
I mean, the big game hunting is less about being a hunter and more about being able to kill the game.
Yeah. Oh, like what does he mean? Killing owlbears, or does he mean like killing a bear?
no,
for
he
breaking our
means
rules?
game, like deer of some sort, rabbits,
Brown
whatever you can get,
bears.
yeah.
I think we're really hunters in the typical sense.
If you're not willing to do the job, that's absolutely fine. I mean, we won't have you do it. I'll just try to find something else for you to do. I know you're coming across coin, but I don't know how quite desperate you are for work or whatnot. You understand?
I'm just bored.
We're definitely not desperate, but if you do have ideas for good work that of course pays well, whether it might be a bit dangerous or not, we will probably be up to the task. But of course, within certain limits, we can't
Wait.
exactly take down an entire town of evil people. To put it that way,
Sure,
Wait a
understood.
I'll
second.
say this, Darren, though. Please, no jobs that involves child sacrifice again.
Look, that was an outliner. I wasn't entirely sure what they wanted for. I mean, they told me it was for a party.
Like, I had to kill a party worth of people because of misled me into a cultist meeting.
Look, things happen. That's all. Just water under the
just
bridge.
Just saying.
Uh,
Alright. Oh, here's your payment. Here's your payment
Child
for
murdering ways. How hard can hunting some game be? It would alleviate the food problems and gain us some
We're
good
not hunters.
publicity around here.
We could just do something better with our time.
I mean, but what? Like, that entirely depends on if Darren can find something. If he cannot find something, might as well.
We already
go.
have jobs.
He sort of cocks his head towards the kobold. Can the little one understand us?
Not
He
really.
only understands draconic.
Right. Well, let's be frank here. If there's a group of kobolds out somewhere ambushing people, I'm sure I can find you somebody to pay to take them out.
Let's do it.
Sounds fair enough to me, but I'm gonna stay in common for the entire group and be like, yeah, but do you guys think Taka will be able to do the deed, to put it that way?
We'll just leave him here or something.
You can just tell us where they are. We don't need.
Here's the thing: if you guys can vouch that I'm a dragon, I'm pretty sure I can ask him to kill himself, and he would do it.
It's a
So you just
it's
pretend that I'm a big shot dragon.
Look, we can just be like, yo, look, whatever his name is, Taka. We're leaving for one day. Just stay. We can put him in some place where he won't get in trouble, and we
Okay,
come
just
back, and
tell
he
us
will either be
that.
here or he won't. Either
But,
way,
First,
No.
they're going to kill him. That's the first
Yeah.
thing. They're going to kill
Yeah,
him.
that's
I
why
don't
we
get
just find. Okay, to ask Darren here to find him a babysitter.
I
Yeah.
Babysit the kobold. Like, if someone comes up to you and say, "Can you babysit the kobold for one day?" This ferocious little monster, you're gonna say no. But also, he can lead us to the.
He's not going to lead us to kill his own people.
He will.
I am his
He
own
sort
piece
of
of
did
crap.
give you a generalized location of where the lair was, like before
Okay,
when you were
like,
threatening
we're
him.
We're not
It was a
taking
selection.
a kobold to go to tell us where all of his people are and lead him there and then to slay them all right in front of him.
He thinks Cinderella's a dragon, right? You'll do anything that he asks.
Again,
Yeah.
we're not taking it to go have it watch us kill all of its people.
First of all, ma'am, that's racist. It's a him, not an it.
yeah.
But seriously, second of all, if you're worried about a babysitter, I mean, I don't mind.
There you go. Mithrin pays him 2 gold to watch the kobold while we're gone.
Deal.
I mean,
Uh,
here's the thing.
fine.
You're talking about not forcing this creature into anything, so you cannot force him to not follow us.
Okay, well then, do you want to tell him what we're gonna go do?
I mean, I think he has a right to know what's going to happen to his former people, right? Would you rob him of that?
I don't know. We robbed him of his freedom, so
I didn't. You did.
I didn't do it.
Well, I mean,
I
problem.
have the moral high ground here.
I'm more than happy of just letting him go. Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm suggesting that let him take the reign of his life to himself.
Exactly.
I'm
All right,
pretty
then let's let him
he
go.
wants
Offer him to leave.
near- And he wants to
Offer-
be near me and
no.
Mithrin.
Go offer your kobold friend here to leave.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Taka. Taka, hypothetically, if you had the chance to leave and live your life miserably and alone, would you choose that, or would you stick with the awesome people that can give you equipment and training to be stronger like a dragon?
You can make me like a dragon?
Look at me.
if not even stronger. I'm gonna say.
Yes, I want to be one of those.
I'm gonna turn to Heliconia and comment. He wants to stay.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him quite a look. I'll be like, sure.
Taka gives you
Like-
2 thumbs up. He's very happy.
Looks like it's decided to me. Only problem is convincing them you're a dragon when I don't speak Draconic.
No, I mean like I meant to Taka. Taka already thinks that
Alright.
the dragon like.
All right,
Well,
well
that's
then fine. If this thing wants to stay with us,
Alright.
then the question is: Is it coming with us, or is it going to stay here?
For one, I think it'd probably be a better idea to, have me keep watch over the little guy. I mean, it shouldn't be much of a problem. You had him doing push-ups, for God's sakes. Just
Yeah.
tell him to stay
Well,
by
you
my
can, like,
side
keep
for a
it-
day or two, and it'll be fine.
You can like teach to sing and dance or something.
Like, okay, here's the thing though. How the fuck do we find the kobolds without his help? All he did, all he told us
How
was...
hard can it be to find a kobold?
Well, I guess
camp?
that's your job for
Kobolds
now,
are
is
notoriously hard to find.
getting in on his good sides for the next day or two, for him to tell you where the location is. I mean, look, he's probably not dumb. You tell him where he is, you go out, you come back, he'll probably know what happened. But in my generalized sort of experience, they're opportunists.
Yeah, I mean, kobold sects, they often serve dragons or other powerful creatures, and other guy comes in and cannibalize into the tribe by defeating the previous big guy, so you should be fine with them as long as we succeed in our job.
Right.
Let's just tell them we're going to recruit more then.
Yeah.
Then we're not recruiting more, mind you. We are going to.
We're gonna have
Well-
a kobold army.
Or you can always tell them they rejected it, and we had to kill them.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so ask him where they are.
Taka?
And mind you, some of the townsfolk may have an inkling of where this place is by the by, too. If you give me some time, I could probably come up with something.
Yeah. You start doing the digging.
All right.
The whip.
Well, then, if there's nothing else left for me, I suppose I'll go get to work earning my pay.
Yeah.
And he goes
Oh,
off.
here's your fee for introducing me these folks, and I'm gonna give him a gold piece.
Ah, pleasure!
All right.
And he sort of walks away humming to himself.
So I am going to spend a good, let's say, 1.5 gold to buy the best meals that they will have in this place for Taka.
Okay. I mean, at
Just
this
to
point,
pamper pamper him up a little bit.
yeah, it's bear and beer, basically.
Beer and beer, don't be.
You
I mean, if
you
they
can
have
some
rotten
nice
food,
perry
better.
or something.
No, I'm looking for rotten food.
Give me the worst.
Oh, okay, I understand. I
The worst you
misunderstood.
got.
Yeah, we can scrounge up some more kobold appropriate.
Yeah, easy to digest. They have weak stomachs, so they need composted, fermented.
I mean, I don't know. Why don't you give him climbing normal food? He's gonna have to eat it one day anyways.
But we want to keep him as much as happy if he's going to collaborate.
And would you not be happier with a real meal?
Kobolds do typically eat,
Everything.
But do they prefer that
yes.
over
like-
normal meal?
He said it himself. He preferred rotten meat. Yeah.
Well, to me, if he's eating trail rations, those are disgusting stale bread.
Day old bread. But yes,
I mean, mine was
they
lemon
managed to
bread.
scrounge up some of the less savory
Leftover.
aspects of food, and they go ahead and serve it to him, and he's pleased with it.
Taka? So, what I'm thinking is, your former tribe, as it's evident by getting vanquished by so few people
Uh-huh.
is really not handled really well. So what we are gonna do, we're gonna go to your people's place. We're gonna recruit more of your friends.
Uh-huh.
Come back here, and we are gonna make you the commander of those.
The commander?
Yeah,
Yeah.
commander of the Kobold army.
Yeah.
But we need to know where your caverns or wherever you were staying at.
Yeah, but like, Erd told me not to tell anybody.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, is Erd here, and did Erd ever do anything really for you? Except, I mean, use you?
Yeah, I mean, Erd made the sparkle box.
I mean, I probably know what Erd is, right?
I mean, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd probably know what an Erd is.
Yeah. So
I mean, he did
here's the
explain
thing.
it to the rest of the party beforehand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Urge are pretty important for Kobold. But here's the thing: there's a hierarchy in Draconic lineage. You are here, and I'm going to like put my hand on my waist, also, and I'm going to say Erd is here. I'm going to put like 2 inch above where I put before, and I'm here, and I'm going to put on top of my head.
Yeah, but like, Erd would get really mad. He'd hit me again.
Do you want him dead?
No.
Well, I mean, no.
Do you want to hit him?
I mean, a little bit.
I mean, we can arrange that. I mean, if you are the commander of the Kobold army, Erd or not, he's a Kobold.
Then I could hit Erd.
Yes.
Yes.
My daughter made a distressed noise in the background when I said that.
Abusive father.
Hopes no one's listening. Like, NSA, if you are listening, this is just a game.
She knows.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Alright, so...
Maybe,
Yeah, so...
maybe you, when you bring Erd back, you bring him back like you brought me back, all tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I hit him right in the face.
You can clip his wings and stuff.
Oh, well, I mean, they're nice wings.
Yeah,
Kobolds
but
don't have wings, do they?
Urds do. Urds are the wings...
They're
like
sort of
wings-
like a variant of
I
kobolds.
see. Okay.
Like, they are the, like, rare, like, mutations of, like, they're actual dragons.
We're going to find an actual dragon.
So what do you want?
No, like as far as like for like class abilities, they count as a dragon, but they're still a kobold. It's just a
Okay.
It's just like a 1 in a 10,000 like rare mutation that they have wings.
All right, but you're not gonna kill him, right?
If they are like the ones that are like you, we are not.
You can just like beat him up over the heads, right?
If they are like you, yeah.
Cinder is not a very good negotiator.
He's sort of.
Is it fine?
Like what we are gonna do is going to give them like how I asked whether if you want to be awesome or not, and you chose to be awesome, you're gonna give them the same chance.
Yeah.
And kobolds are smart creatures. You're a smart creature, so they will accept, and all is going to be fine, right?
Maybe.
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
We do not tolerate undecisiveness, Taka. You gotta move forward. Chin up. Chest puffed. Okay.
He's sort
Put your emotion to your voice, and that emotion needs to be not pathetic.
Okay, you're right. That's the way things are happened. If you can go to the tribe and beat up the tribe, but don't kill them, and then bring the tribe back, it's right that you're the leader of the tribe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I'll tell you where the tribe is. You remember where we set up the super clever ambush?
No,
I don't, but they do. They probably do. I don't.
That
Admit to it,
totally
so
almost
let's just
worked.
talking that, right?
I do. I remember.
I mean, to be fair, if it didn't rain, you guys kill them with slashing weapons. There will be like dry blood stains, like 6 spots on a open road.
Well, one burst into flames as well, so
It's like straight just to the west, like a mile, and then you get to a big old rock. It looks like a big old rock. Right? And when you get to this big old rock, and you'll be able to tell because it's a big old rock, you go south. Just about 500 yards or so, and then there's a little cave in another sort of like big old rock.
big old rock.
And that's
Y'all got
it.
any big old rocks over here?
Yeah, well, we only have the one big old rock. I mean, I guess like the cave's a big old rock too, but it's like it's such a big old rock. It's you wouldn't even call it a rock.
Okay, this might pose a problem. I'm going to point at Yarbrog. Your cave, can he enter it?
He can squeeze through. It's a big old rock.
Big old rock.
Alright. This is going to be fun. We're gonna stuck in like middle of a tunnel. I mean, we just gotta like pack up some lube or olive oil or something. If we get stuck.
Some lard.
Yeah. I mean, we did bring a bear. There should be lots of lard.
It's
Yeah.
true. I mean,
Alright.
but
We
you
did get
you gotta promise me you're gonna try to not kill him.
You have my word that I will give them the chance to do the right thing first.
You gotta promise me.
Just promise.
I gave you my fucking word.
He picks the cobalt up and throws it out the window.
I mean, I'm gonna look at him. I mean, I'll give them a chance, I guess. To stand down.
You gotta get them to do it too.
If they attack us, we will attack back, okay? But if they don't, and they listen to us,
They gotta say it.
come on, guys, just tell them that, you know, if they do.
Now they don't
Attack us?
understand the conversation.
Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna translate the gist of it.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, just nod, like, in approval. I mean, like, you don't have to kill them if they are
Right.
aiming you anyway.
We just tell the kobold that, you know, we're just gonna go there and just talk to him and then whatever. Let me just lie to it. It's a kobold. It's not smart.
I
Yeah,
look
like-
at the kobold dead in the eyes and I nod. I give the most convincing nod in existence. Like,
Kobold,
hell yeah.
He
I got
nods
you,
back.
fam.
He wants
You
to
don't call
believe
that
you.
plus in sense motive racially, right?
That's cool. I have like +8 to bluff, so
Plus 16, I said.
yeah, I would take my chances.
No, they don't. They have like plus 24.
That is definitely not the kobold I am running. To be very
Kobolds have
frank
like -3 to wisdom, don't they?
No.
no, it's not
that would-
that bad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have minus in all stats.
That's not true either.
They're pretty dexterous.
Dex plus, yeah.
And not bad in constitution either, I think.
Even, I mean, look, it's not.
Also,
either
this
now.
kobold is an outlier. He has 18 in strength, 20 in dexterity.
super strong.
34 in intelligence.
He's just an
Yeah,
oxen.
But I guess the question is, do you Heliconia and do you Yarborg? Do you play along with it, or
Yeah, they don't speak this
I
kobold.
mean, mind you, he's already given you all the information.
Yeah, yes.
like I'm
So,
not talking to the kobold or anything.
Sure,
I'm not
but,
gonna,
but
like,
you got
nod or
given the sort of
anything.
information, yeah.
So like whatever. I mean, I've said what I said. Like to Cinder and everything, I'm like, just tell it that we're gonna go there, talk to him, and whatever, and we're just gonna come.
Like, this is a simple creature. Just give him like a thumbs up or a nod or something. That's
I'm not giving that thumbs up nod.
Yeah, he's just waiting for a signal, like a sign. that you
I
guys
don't
accept it.
speak. I don't speak.
That's why you
Kobold.
gotta make a sign, like a thumbs up or nod in acceptance. A sign.
He gives you 2 big thumbs up. Laconia again.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna slowly nod unconvincingly.
Yeah,
See,
he
such a
starts
big-
shaking his thumbs up. He's very excited.
Why are you so well against kobolds, man?
Okay.
Like, where did they hurt you?
How many trail rations
They
will we
did
need?
hurt
I
me for
wonder.
a
Also, Grimcat, is there any chance I could perhaps buy a healer's kit in town? Like Temple might have them?
The temple may have them. Again, it sort of depends on what your framework is. There's a very good chance that after Alistair gets set up, will sell something like that. Like 100% very good chance. But
Yeah.
again, it's going to take him a couple of days to set some stuff up. I don't know what your time frame, as in the parties, is how quickly they want to go about and try to take care of it.
Preferably tomorrow, but I mean, we can probably just skip a day. Right,
Tomorrow,
guys.
I would say.
Like
I'm
you
ready
can
to
grab
go.
bandages and stuff like that, but it might not necessarily be, a full 100% fledged.
I don't.
healing
Yeah, there's
kit.
nothing I need, so I'm stocked up.
Okay. Is everybody pretty much satisfied with that then?
I'm satisfied.
Okay. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and end the session here. It's a tiny bit early, but,
Fair.
I don't quite want to get into the rest of the stuff because then we would be stopping like dead in the middle of it. All right, but good session, folks. Introduced a new player, got some new characters in
Technically,
here.
2 players.
Yeah, we've got
Ooh, new
some sort
characters,
of
not players, Jesus.
kobold that we're like lying to through the skin of our teeth. I like it.
I mean, I'm
Not
not even lying.
necessarily
to that.
lie.
I'm not lying.
I just
I'm gonna
did
give
what
them a
they told
chance.
me to do. I didn't lie to anyone.
I would die to have a fucking kobold army, so I'm going to give them all the chance to surrender.
Right.
They can surrender.
I mean, kobolds are like great trap makers, like genius in numbers. You can take out like castles if you give them enough motivation.
You're not wrong.
Right.
But I do think we
Shame
are
on
going to
it.
stop here, so everybody can say bye-bye.
Good.
Bye.
Bye bye, gamers.
Goodbye, kobold scum.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Again, if you've been watching, hope you've had a good time. Hope you have a
like
good day.
week.
A good week, in
Subscriber
fact.
number 2 for this.
Have a good one. Peace out.
Wait,
Alright,
every day I'm going to
peace out.
thank a subscriber. Today I would like to thank Oaken. Subscriber to this YouTube channel.
Yeah, true. The subscriber.
Thank you very much for subscribing. All right. Peace,
Hey, yeah.
everybody.
PO Box
Alright.
35432.